I am your host for this wonderful live stream tonight. My name is Eric Kasharsky. If you do not know who I am here now. And if you don't know where that Good Morning Vietnam reference was from, it was Robin Williams. So, very older movie, showing my age, I guess. Anywho, I'm here. I'm back in the store. And we're here to see what's going on. So let's see. So what have you been up to in this hiatus? I guess
dodging landmines and avoiding trolls. It seems like everybody's fucking fighting with one another.
Yeah. I don't want to go into all that, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of things going on. And yes, I agree. YouTube seems like it's slowly dying. You know.
I noticed the Storyfire is starting to pick up, though. Have you seen Storyfire yet?
I've heard of that.
Boogie just joined it. Boogie's starting to do videos on it.
I mean, he'll do good.
The reason why everyone's jumping over to Storyfire is they pay you to do videos. It's just the fact that you have the freedom to say what you want, and there's no like, I guess, censorship.
Well, I mean, my people would jump all over that.
Because it's like on YouTube they demonetize you for cussing and saying things, but on Storyfire you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean,
and do whatever you want.
There's a lot of new things going on. Hold on. Like so there's a lot of new stuff going on at YouTube. I just started another new program on the channel. I might as well say it. I know everybody's going to give me crap for saying this but it's literally something I just did. They announced it at VidCon recently. Apparently now there is multiple tiers of there's different levels for the what was it? Multiple levels for the memberships for the month. And before everybody goes and now he's just trying to get money, all that stuff. I actually have a new tier that is cheaper than the $4.99 a month. I forget what the 5 different tiers were. Well, I'm cleaning your store for 3 weeks. No, all the stuff back there is all organized in different bins. I'll get to that in a second. Obviously, I'm not done. There was a lot of work that needed to be done, but anyway, there's 5 tiers. I named them like classes, kind of like almost boxing classes. You know, you got lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, you know, and then the top one I named Diamond Class. And you're not wood, Aaron. Come on, the ball's on this monkey. I know I'm not wood. I'm not trying to say I'm wood. I'm just saying there is a new tier that is under $4.99. It was $1.99. So there's a $1.99 a month tier. So do with that what you will. I think the 5 tiers that it had me select. I was signing up to be a member again. Sorry, but it's not happening. You made one member stream before you quit on it. Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't sort of quit on it. I went on vacation, and then a lot of stuff happened. But I will eventually do another member stream. Poop in the morning.
Fluffy Gamer is watching. What's up, Fluffy Gamer?
Hey, where? I haven't pooped today. Hey, Fluffy Gamer, you should join. Anyway, I think the 5 memberships, it was like $1.99, $4.99, $9.99, $25 and $50 or something like that. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. Anyway, you're gonna squirt more than 5 tiers. Oh, crazy. I'm not.
He said those are the facts.
Aaron doesn't. Okay. Why do you deserve? Okay, Big Diva says, why do you deserve donations? I'm not saying I deserve donations. I'm not saying that at all. You know, if people don't want to donate, that's fine. You know, tonight's stream especially has nothing to do with getting donations. If people want to donate and they want to hear me sing "Be True to Yourself" or whatever, that's fine. I'll do it, But I'm not. I don't know. I'm not doing. The streams. The streams started to go down a certain path. I kind of want to take a little bit of a different direction. I'm not saying like kill the way the streams were all together. I'm saying like just slightly tweak things, So clean your store, get rid of. Okay, 5 minutes in, Aaron. I'm getting loans from banks to get more MK. No, I'm not getting loans from any banks. But anyway. And no bank loans for Marios. I do need more Marios though. Here we go with PCing the channel. I'm not saying I'm gonna PC the channel, guys. That's not what I'm saying at all. What direction are we going? And we could go one direction, like the band.
Captain G asked if you're woke now.
Woke? I stay. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I can't get loans. So, what new stuff have you gotten today, Retro Gamer?
What new stuff have I gotten?
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Nothing really. I've been mostly like broke and bored.
Wow.
Next week's payday though, so it's all good.
Let's see, what do we got in the chat? Well, see, here's the thing. I didn't necessarily like the all-woman Ghostbusters, but I'm not gonna sit there and throw a lot of hate on a specific movie. Let's see.
Big Devo.
I don't understand. The streams were fine before you left. Jason White just needed to go. Now things can be fun again. I mean,
I don't disagree.
I think Jason White is gone. It's weird. During the time I spent not streaming, I feel like there was almost more things going down outside of streaming that affected streaming, even though streaming wasn't a thing, which is weird because, again, I don't know. Let's see. What was I going to say? Bring back RJ. I sent RJ the link if he would like to join. I just got out of the movies there. I hope I didn't miss anything good. Who told you AA? I said what? Oh, I do have a bunch of those T-shirts, the "Do Not Trust This Man" shirts. They are for sale.
Jersey Girl says hi.
Hi, Jersey Girl. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hold on, who is this? And I might try and get Mama K or somebody to join later. But yeah, yes, Jersey Girl, I'm back. Thank you for watching. Dead Gamer, I love seeing you in the chat. Welcome to the chat. Durable, shout out to all the cool peeps. My wife, she's probably at home. I missed her greasy face. And Clayton, I actually have a soft spot for Clayton. I kind of like Clayton. He just put "Where's my rent? How dare you strip me twice?" Clayton, I have decided that
he's closing down his tool business. There's no longer any wrenches.
Yeah. Wrenches don't exist right now. I actually really like Clayton, so. Maybe one day me and him can go game hunting together. That would see my real dream would be to meet some of these people in real life, some of the actual fans, that want to that want to hang out on a real level. So, let's see. Hey, what's up, Dead Gamer? Let's see. Hey, Big Doug Dad. Who you trying to be this week, Aaron? I'm not trying to be anyone on this stream. I'm trying to be myself. I'm trying to just be myself. So, caught a few streams so far. Thank you, Dribble. Come show with number 12. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe.
I was reading Captain G's comment.
I and others have been telling you to get rid of Jason for a long time. It's a good thing, Aaron. No. Okay, well.
It was funny because he said whoever that is.
Anyway, Dig Dug Dad, that's 4 months ago. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's old. I'm going to Florida so you can sign my Karki shirt. Cool. And yes, I will. Yeah, yes, Dig Dug Dad. I remember. Things are finally starting to look up for me, hopefully. But we'll see, because again, the year's only.
You should make a t-shirt with the actual car key with your face on the key.
Wait, make a what? A key shirt?
Like an actual car key, like a key, but with your face on the key. Car key.
That'd be funny, actually. Oh yeah. Let me know the time and place, Wizard. We will get in some game hunting. Yeah, Clayton, anytime. I'll message you. I'll message you about it. Aaron, do you remember? No, I don't remember. I wish. I wish. I only wish I could remember. I met so many people at too many games. I don't know who is who, but putting out color paint to the ceiling in my mailbox. Welcome, Tyler Spare Change. Let's see. What do we got here for? What we got going on? How are they looking up your back room? Well, the back room is a lot more organized. I still got a few more things to do. I'm not completely done. Hopefully by next week's stream, everything will be more organized than what it is. Let's see. What do we got now? Where's Mama Kay and her lumpy jack haircut? Don't know. She might show up. We don't know. I met Aaron at too many games. The booth. Okay. That probably didn't happen, but who knows? It could have. I mean, the meeting you part. I did so many things. I didn't know. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but my middle finger is finally feeling better. I busted it on the Lincoln Memorial. You'll see that in videos in the future. I don't want to spoil too many things, but yeah, I almost broke it. We have a great community with hilarious people here, and you need to appreciate what you have. I mean, I do kind of appreciate it. It's just, Josh, you said the Wizard's castle is crumbling. I mean, my castle is always crumbling, guys. Let's be honest for a second. It's always crumbling. Yeah, I know. I know. I've had talks with Josh, and I'm gonna have more talks with Josh, but and yes, actually Lincoln Memorial, but you'll see in the video. Jersey Girl says, "Hey Dave, your castle is rubble. You don't look happy. Something's up." I mean, things are always up, guys. Let's let's be completely honest. Things are definitely always up. But anyway, here, I'll let you speak for a second. What? I don't know. You go, Justin.
I don't know what the hell to say. So in your absence, what did you do? Do anything exciting?
Not a whole lot. I mean, the vacation consists of me and Laurel going places like New York, Washington, D.C. Obviously, there's a lot of fun things that we did. I'm working on another top secret video that's going to go up along with all of that footage, which, I mean, it's not really top secret because I already teased part of it, you know. It is kind of a Frank Sinatra remix. If that doesn't give you an answer, but
Zombie Tober says you're ignoring him.
Zambi Tober said Jersey Aussie is streaming. Go talk to him. And then he said Aaron's ignoring me as usual. Well, what comment before that did I miss? Aaron, why don't you do something interesting? That trip dug you deeper, didn't it? Actually, the trip didn't dig me deeper. I actually thought it would. It didn't dig deep as I thought it would. At the end of the day, my Acorns account now has about the same amount as when I started the trip. Inventory's down a little bit, but I mean that's nothing. A few weekends at the market can't fix. So, Big Debo, no, Big Debo, I'm not banning you. I love you too much. Send some links. I do want to get some more people on. Here, hold on a second. I'm going to try something. I'm giving out one link in particular, or two links in particular. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, well, weren't you showing off some toys you got or something like that?
When?
One of the chats. And yes, Jersey girl, I missed all of you. I did actually. Huh. Sammy Tober says I'd ban you, Tebow, but I don't have a wrench. And if you give me the link, I'll send it. I mean, if I knew what his Facebook was, I'd send it to him personally. I'm trying to be careful at who I invite tonight. Oh, Sparkles. There we go. The problem is I don't know who to get on that wouldn't cause an issue.
That's because everyone's fighting.
Everyone's. I mean, I can. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know who. I don't know who to give the link to. You know.
You give Fluffy the link, but he probably wouldn't join. Give a bunch of random strangers the link. Start a whole new cast. No.
Would that work?
I don't know. At least they wouldn't be fighting with one another.
Well, yeah, they won't know each other.
Exactly. That's how it used to be. I remember you used to do that with random people. At least that's what it seemed like to me.
I gave somebody the link out. I don't know if this was a mistake or not, but it's not really. It's not really somebody that I don't know. As long as he doesn't give it out. Can we get started? Oh wait, I need to talk to my dead channel. Oh, let me see if I can give it the link. What's it say?
Derek Stinky is like neutral. I don't think he has any beef with anybody.
Oh, Ultimate Lock is in the chat. Hey, Ultimate Lock, message me on Facebook. I'll send you the link. Still alive, huh? Question mark. Yes, I'm still alive. I want to talk to RJ. Well, I messaged RJ. He knows I'm live. Oh no, Josh, don't. I hate Josh. Especially if he gives it to who I think he's gonna give it to. Oh boy. I gave Josh the link. But yeah, Alan, message me if you want to join, and I will give you the link. Oh God, and then we'll see.
Is Alan the meta magician?
Josh?
Fuck Jason White. Woo!
Okay.
Oh, trust me. I'm sorry. He had me.
Josh, let's calm down a little bit.
We will discuss that story. I love how you titled your stream Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam. Remember Robin Williams?
Harky.
Well, I didn't know what else.
I gotta.
And it made sense.
Yeah. Let me read the comments.
Super Tard, I'll be whatever you want. No meta. Yeah, not messaging you on Facebook. No idea why you can't send it via YouTube or others. Okay, hold on. Ultimate Lock. Here, I'm hold on. Let me try something real fast. No. Scroll up.
Wait, does he actually want to join?
He does want to join.
Is that him? Oh, that's him. Sure. Haven't seen him we haven't seen. He hasn't been on here for.
Josh, they keep changing YouTube around. How do I private? Wow. How do I do that thing where I add him and private message it to him from his page?
I don't know. I mean, all you have to do is get his email.
Yeah.
And
Ultimate
you can
Lock.
just add him in.
Ultimate Lock. What's your email? Aaron, I sent you the radical. Okay.
He said he's not messaging you on Facebook.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying if I could send it to, I want to send it to him via.
You can.
YouTube.
He has to. I'd have to add him into a chat room. Hold on.
Well, then, hold on.
I might be able to do that.
Leave a comment. Leave a comment on one of my videos. Okay, I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna leave a comment on your newest video from 2 weeks ago. But
what's the free stuff billboard behind you? Well, it was free.
Huh?
It's a whiteboard that says free stuff.
Oh yeah, we were giving stuff away. Okay, so he to put
I answered the chat's question.
he just put, oh my God, are you stupid? I just left a comment on his newest video.
Huh.
Let's see. So yeah. Oh no. Hold on, there's a community tab.
Welcome, Mr. Raptor. Welcome.
Mr. Who?
He's amongst us in the chat. Raptor Man.
Well, I said we were going to leave the comment on if you. I would say. Well, no, I'm saying I'm not going to leave the link to the stream in a comment because I'll find it. I need to message you privately on YouTube.
Yeah,
Tommy Tober says Game Wizard is officially closed. No way would Aaron would give away anything for free.
Oh,
I never heard of
I'm gonna see if I can get him.
I mean, I used to just be able to message people. There was a message
I
feature.
got it.
You got it?
Let's see if my phone loads.
Okay, I got to check out my phone real fast.
You got 5 minutes.
For what? 5 minutes for what?
Oh, nothing. But no, she should have it now.
Who? Wait. Oh, you said you gave it to Alan?
Yep.
Well, I just messaged Radical Rick and asked him if he wants to join my stream. I mean, I can't possibly see that being a great thing, but who knows? He's a guest. Let's see.
Where's Radical Rick?
Huh? What'd you say, Josh?
Radical Rick. Why would you not want him on? Why would you not want Radical Rick on?
He doesn't want to get radical.
Okay, so Josh, you said you sent Alan the link, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And did he see the message?
We'll see.
Okay, Alan. Josh sent it to you via his ways. But what I'm saying is, how did you? I don't know. I was gonna say, how did you do that? But there we go. That worked.
What, is he in?
It looks like it.
Well, tell him to like my thing. Or did he get rid of it?
Did he like what? What? Get rid of what? You know what I noticed was fixed. Is Alan talking?
I don't
I
hear
don't
him.
hear him.
Okay. Well, it's weird because you guys joined. I could hear you guys fine. I didn't have to bounce out and back in. I don't know if something got fixed miraculously within Google Hangouts, but
No,
yeah.
I don't hear him.
I don't hear him talking though. I don't even see like a volume meter moving.
Well, maybe he's setting that up, but he is in, and that's his account, so that's cool. Hi, Aaron and Retro. Oh my God, Josh invented. Oh,
No, I'm not, Zambi.
no, Zammy, I'm fine.
Woo, last 7 days.
No,
Woohoo.
you want? They all think because I said Matt Man has a girlfriend, they all think I'm Matt Man's girlfriend.
Did he
Oh,
meet her at recess?
I
oh,
don't know what.
that's messed up.
No, we're not in a committed relationship.
I still think he's being catfish because he said his girlfriend he never met.
Who? Matt Man?
Yeah, the other night on his stream, he said he never met her in person yet.
Well, that's what I was trying.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what I was
probably being
trying to
catfish.
explain to Josh. You can have 500 photos of the same person. Doesn't
He's being catfish.
until I see said person in real life. Hint, hint, wink, wink. She don't exist.
It's probably a troll pretending to be a female just to get at him.
Did you hear me, Josh?
Yep. No, it's not
Did
a
you
troll.
hear me, Josh?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying you could have 300 to 400 pictures on your phone of the same female.
So are you trying to say Jersey Girl's fake? Hint, hint, wink, wink.
No, I'm not talking about Jersey Girl. You
Yeah,
said
sure.
no. I'm talking about your girlfriend specifically. But I will leave that alone because I'm trying to be extra nice tonight. So
Matt Man said girls have expiration dates when they turn 18.
wow, that's. I mean,
Yeah, Matt Man's girlfriend is not a catfish. A catfish.
I will say this on the subject. Jared from Subway was eating a little too fresh.
I wonder if she paid $5 for a 6-incher. It
Oh,
was a foot long. Foot long.
let's see. Somebody thinks that she needs to sign into a YouTube account to watch a video. Let's see. Meantime,
How can your hand not be real?
Fortnite.
Just what you got.
Sharon. Did Laurel? No, Laurel's here.
What's your game put stock market
Hold
time?
on. I see Alan. No, I don't see Alan.
Now you see me? No, you don't.
Exactly.
Andrew K says Pepper.
Oh, great.
Who's the person you had,
Oh,
Aaron?
who's the what?
It says you added unknown person to this conversation.
I
Or is
sent
that
I sent an email to one other person. That might be Alan, but I sent email links to RJ and Star.
There you go.
What I was gonna say, Josh, I know you missed the first part of this, but I now have 5 different tiers of memberships, and I'm only gonna say this for you real fast. And there's one that's cheaper than $4.99. Now there's one that there's $1.99, there's $4.99, there's $9.99, there's $25.
more scams?
So
More scams in the progress?
Testing.
there we go. I heard a testing.
Sandy. Signs point to yes.
So fucking stupid. So I'm here to ask: do you still have your game store?
Well, I'm in the stock room of my game store. If that answers the
Yeah,
question.
it actually does look like that. That's where the same store that like got kicked in and all your shit got stolen a long time ago, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am still here.
So it's been probably about 3 years now. So what have you done so far? Have you
Did the
built
stock
up your
market
collection
crash?
again?
Well, actually,
He sold it all.
last year I sold my collection, or the bulk of it. I still have a lot of those sealed Wii games left, but I sold like all the 64 games I had and all that stuff.
Cool. So let me ask you this:
I like
Do you
where
still
he's
have that
going with
storage unit
this.
there?
No, storage unit's gone. I finally got rid of it.
Yeah, about fucking time. How much money did you pay for that storage unit, by the way, over the course of the years? More than your collection?
Well, you want to know what's funny? I sold the collection, and then not 2 months after I sold my collection, me and Laurel got a place to live where I could have put it. So now I'm on my own, but I sold. I was already halfway.
Well,
through
you
selling
broke
my-
up with Laurel or something?
Huh?
You're not married to her anymore, or you
No,
just
no. We are together.
okay?
The 2 of us have our own place now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you actually making profit from your store? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. How much revenue have you brought in this week?
I'd have to go look at the receipts. But
Okay, because I remember last time you were getting 0 sales, and you were, for whatever reason, continuing to run the game store, even knowing that all the majority of your money was coming from the wagon wheel, and you would get
Still
maybe
is.
3 or 4 really good deals. Yeah, so I'm here after like 3 years. Is kind of like an update to see like how anything has changed. I'm surprised that I actually recognize a few of the names from the chat. Obviously, I guess they just like coming here every like week or something. Because that 9 Lives dude was the same dude who was being fucking retarded like 3 years ago.
I mean, yes, they keep coming back for more. Oh, I just want to show this on camera real fast. This is a limited run game. It is a R-Type.
Nobody cares, Aaron. That's not what we asked.
No, I'm pointing this out because I got this in the mail recently, and it's a good game. Oh, and also, Alan, I've started streaming. I'm gonna start doing Mario Maker 2. I finally bought this bad boy from
Your business?
Camlink 4K. So I'm now going to be using my green screen and stuff. The first episode went up last Friday. and then tomorrow I'm gonna work on episode 2. So
Camling's not bad. I guess you actually didn't you like go to school for video editing or something along those lines? I remember hearing about that.
The
Yeah,
only thing he did.
in college I went to school for piano and video editing.
Yeah, okay, wait a minute. Piano?
Yeah.
He also went to school for a video game class in college.
Van Allen. Oh my god.
Yeah, yes, I took a video game class, but it was more along the lines. It was supposed to be intro to
He
computer,
didn't miss much.
intro to video game design. I think is what it was called. But
You know, you can do like video game design. UMD has like a complete tutorial on how to do it from step A to Z. And it's all free. It's like actually it's like $30.
But because it was an intro class, we didn't really get into a lot of the meat and potatoes. We started off with board games and how Nintendo started out as card game. They did like the history on it, and then it brought us up to, okay, well, here's all the current consoles, you know. So
I laugh how people still call me the meta magician and shit and everything when it's like you realize pretty much anything that's like a collectible is worth like 4 to 5 times more. And the whole like Yu-Gi-Oh reference I did has like been proven like 5 times. I think my friend made like $5,000 off of Yu-Gi-Oh like a year ago.
I spent I'm going to spend every day of every minute of my waking life, and I will eventually, before I die, have owned and sold a Black Lotus. I haven't found one yet, but I will eventually have a Black.
Black Lotus, that magic card is like stupidly expensive. Why wouldn't you just get a card? Like, I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore or something along those lines, but why wouldn't you get cards that are going to be relevant sooner or later? Like for Yu-Gi-Oh, this was the big reference that I did. If Josh plays Yu-Gi-Oh, he might know about this. There's like the OCG, and then there's the TCG. The OCG is like 3 packs ahead, so you know what's going to be relevant before stuff comes out. So there's a lot of people who hoard up on pre-orders of stuff that's going to be really high end, and then they move over. What I don't know why you would want to get a Black Lotus, because that's like $40,000 and it's already going to be at your peak.
I'm hoping to find it at a garage sale for a quarter.
It's not gonna happen.
That would never happen. They're stupidly rare and it'd likely be destroyed. So
the only shot I would have is some card stores sell the you could buy a whole box that could contain the card for like $1,000 or something.
But you still can't afford that.
okay, so do you know what Black Lotus even came in, dude? Like, I don't play Magic, but it came in like one of the beta sets, which means that it's insanely old. There's
It's
no
from
way
92.
How would you know if the box is there like marks on it to tell that it's like the first set or whatever set it is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't play Magic.
It had the date stamp on all the cards.
Also, there's like I think like 4 reprints of Black Lotus or something, so it'd have to be that one specific one from that set. So, in order to actually get the Black Lotus, you'd have to, 1, spend a lot of money. You wouldn't find it ever at a garage sale, and 2, it's not going to go up that much. So that doesn't make sense. You want to go for something that is cheap, that's going to rise beyond. Like, look at the fucking Pokemon games. Like Pokemon Emerald now is like, that was $30. It's now like $1,000 for a factory sealed one. If you bought like 100 of those, you'd be rolling in cash right now. If you would have bought all that money that you had in like, hell, fucking, if you would have bought all that, instead of those Wii games, you went off and you bought Pokemon Diamonds. Those would be worth like probably $100 to $150 right now. Like, you go for something that's actually going to rise in value.
Yeah,
not something that's already at its peak value.
I made
Yeah,
the mistake.
that's something that's not making money.
I made the mistake of jumping into like the
Wizard.
Bitcoin stuff, and I bought $100 worth of Ethereum. But when I bought in, it was when Bitcoin was at its peak, and now it has gone a bit from 100 all the way down to $10, and I think I'm currently at like $35 worth. So I'm just leaving it in there just to see what happens. But it was bad. I lost like 90% of the money I put in at one point because it went down so much. Now it's gone back up a little bit, but I don't think I'm ever going to get back up to the $100 I put in. I'm at like 35, according to.
No, probably not. Cryptocurrency in itself, a lot of them just don't really have like real use values. But there's some of them that do. It really depends on like how basically the foreign markets do. because the entire reason why crypto crashed was because of I think Korea was talking about banning Ethereum and Bitcoin, so all cryptocurrency would just essentially be dead in there. So that kind of destroyed the economy for it.
I mean, I always thought it was way too high unnecessarily. I'm like, the only place you're going to be able to spend that, I would think, would be on like the black market. The whole purpose of that currency is to try and hide it from like actual currency. It's like, it's not actual like currency, you know?
It's supposed
But
to
a
be
lot of stores
untrackable
taking
that
that.
way.
Well, yeah, I know stores take it now, but I mean,
Yeah.
once,
They have ATMs over here.
once it goes commercial and it's legally accepted everywhere, then the value, I would think, would drop anyway, just because it's common.
Possibly, but it's not really that big of a deal. Cryptocurrency will sooner or later come back or it'll go away. Bitcoin already went from like $4,000 to $10,000 again.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Somebody was relaying a story in one of those YouTube commercials. I guess some guy had 10,000 full Bitcoins back when it was like 10 cents a Bitcoin, and he traded it for 2 pizzas.
Yeah, I had like, what was it, 27 Bitcoins back in the day, and then that got spent on RuneScape membership, or actually a bot for RuneScape.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I bought an R4 card with Bitcoin, and it was worth probably $1,000 now, and it was like a $30 R4 card.
Yeah, well,
DS.
it was when I got it. The only way that you could actually go off and like buy what was it? I think it was the NX Auto Fighter. It was a RuneScape bot, and the only way you could actually buy it was going off and using Bitcoin. Which at the time I was like, "What the hell is this shit?"
Hold on. Is Radical Rick actually waiting on me?
Alan, did you hear about the Jerps and Laurel? Jerps. I think Jerps is the kid who went to high school with me, right? He went to Dixie Hollins, right?
Who?
No,
Jerps?
that was Jabroni.
Jabroni. That dude was really creepy. Just throwing that out there. I don't know if he's watching or something, but like that dude was hyper creep. Laura's still fat.
Oh,
Now you're all caught up with that one.
do
Well,
you watch Epic Rap Battles of History?
no.
Oh, well, because I met the 2 of them at the last con I was at.
So, what's your game plan for like making money, Aaron? Kind of interested in this.
I mean, the store has been slowly picking up. Summer, it seems to be better because kids are out of school. We're trying to partner up with the Boy Scouts, who are like right next door to us. There's like a log cabin right next door to my store, and we're gonna like have them hang out, and obviously the parents will be here, and hopefully doing like shopping or whatever. So we're definitely gonna try that. There's a lot of different avenues that we're trying to tap into at this point. I've gone to more cons this year than I have in recent years, and we still got at least one more to go.
Michael's Workshop. No, I don't think Aaron paid for the software for the fan.
Yeah, I'm
Broken
still
Mac.
No,
wondering why you have a game store but you don't do card tournaments. I literally pay for your upkeep for the entire month.
Well, you see how small my store is. It's hard to fit more than like 10 people in here.
What was it?
Excuses.
Kind of. I agree with Josh because
I mean, I have no problem having a card tournament in here. I'm just saying we'd have to.
no. Last time I went in there, you'd have to get rid of the middle shelf, right? You get
Well,
rid
there's
of
a
the middle.
middle shelf right now.
Okay,
Now,
well,
Aaron.
whatever. You go off and you put tables up. You can easily have about 10 people. You're not going to have a lot of fucking people come to your store. Let's be real. You're going to probably have like 10 to 12. And then you just run a few tournaments, and then people come in and buy packs. I saw an old guy, no idea about any like card games. He literally just dealt with baseball cards. He started doing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and I actually like helped him out quite a bit with like pricing stuff along those lines. He was like, throughout doing some Magic and Pokemon, I've actually paid for the store, and the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments that you help along with have literally like basically made it where I'm being actually paid to do that. I'm like, so all the baseball stuff you're doing is just pure profit? He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting this. That was like 10 years ago or something along those lines. Like, I understand you want to have a game store and everything, and you might not know jack shit about cards or anything along those lines. But if you were to actually not open up your packs, not be stupid about it, nice echo, and just go off and use that to go and pay for your monthly like rent, you'd be fine. And then you could still have the game store aspect. Like, honestly speaking, you need to cut down on like a lot of your junk stock. I remember walking in there like, holy shit.
Show them what it looks like now.
Oh, we threw about half of the store away. And,
yeah, you should have, because like 90% of the store was like junk. Like when you walk into a store, especially a retro store, you want to see Mario's. You want to see every single like first party good game. You don't want to see like 400 sports titles, because that's what it really was.
Yeah, here, hold on. I it's not quite ready yet, but here, I'll join and I'll show you guys what I'm working with right now.
What store does Alan own? I don't own a store. I'm working on a house right now.
I'm gonna join from my phone. And I sent Rick the link. So if he does end up joining.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, and Josh, apparently Matt Man was in the chat.
Yeah, should I link him?
Not right now, Josh. Yeah.
He said yes. I can't hear you. My connection's going out. Send him the link.
No.
Okay.
I said
I
no.
can't hear you. Oh, sorry. My connection's out.
Josh, you know what? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna mute this.
Josh, you helping Aaron with like his store or something?
I mean, we've been working on it. Yeah.
How does he get inventory? Like that's the problem that I've seen with this store the entire time. Like he never
He's
has
been
enough
getting
to
a
get.
lot of stuff from GameStop, flea markets. People will bring it in.
Dude, GameStop is shit, man.
Fortnite Kings. I'm joking with Aaron. Obviously, I'm not gonna send the link.
Hey,
I'm joking.
there's Mario.
Video gamers, dude, if you're gonna complain about the advice that I'm getting, then why don't you actually like explain why it's bad advice? Like that's as simple as that, right?
What's a Doku?
Okay, so there's some Mario games.
Okay.
There's our mascot Mario. We have
Have you battery repair yet?
Oh, we're chopping his head off tonight. No, he doesn't
Okay.
do battery repair.
we have reorganized the shelving. So this wall is PS1. This wall is PS2. This wall is PS3 and leftover PS2. And then over here we have PS4 and PSP. So all in a row. And then right here we have original Xbox 360 and then Xbox One. And what we did is because when people come in, they don't see this wall. They see this wall. So over here we have Pops, Dorbs, Amiibos, and then Nintendo stuff like Mario or Batman or Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, so that's the Nintendo side. That actually doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work. If you notice, if you look here, there's usually a pile of boxes. There's nothing there. It's empty.
Look
The
at the
floor needs cleaned and mopped. It's dirty, but there's nothing on the floor. There's no
Was it
trash
always
on the floor.
Okay, yeah, it's still like it I don't know. It looks slightly better than what it was back in the day, I guess. Change that. Yeah.
Well, we're working on it. I got to clear off the table and clear off the counters, but I mean, and we moved the fridge out front, just in case you want to start selling sodas or whatever.
Yeah, that's what you do. Like when you actually have people coming for like tournaments or something.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get snacks. And Josh, you're not allowed to eat all our snacks.
Yeah, you could like literally. You actually have like a large enough location to easily set up like 4 tables, and that's all you need. But anyways, that's just my opinion.
Look at that. Box Genesis
Oh, Aaron,
with
Aaron,
games.
I just want to clarify. So I have a question for Alan.
So,
Have you been to my old store?
yeah, I went to your store when it was open.
Which location was better?
Obviously
In
that
your opinion.
location, but you guys did not run it correctly at all. Like, I'm not like anyone who remembers those videos would know that you guys literally just sat on that. Like, I had, what was it, 7 friends that was like, yo, dude, there's this new game shop that's going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and everything. They went there, they saw the couch literally there. They looked around, they're like, is there a tournament? And they're like, no. They're like, you weren't even selling packs. You had like a few holographics, that's it.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
I don't know who was doing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments there because
No, I told Aaron about that, and he was like, yeah, dude, you could totally do that. Because all you have to do is get like a picture, send it to Konami, have a reseller's license, and then you'd be able to get like, what was it, a booster box for, I think he paid like $32 and it retails for like 80 or something along those lines. Like, you easily make your money back. You guys
Alan.
just didn't do that.
What do you
So-
notice about this Coliseum?
This Coliseum,
Yeah, what do you notice about it?
not for resale, nobody cares.
not for resale.
Not
You
for
know-
resale, just for-
You know how much that's worth?
It's worth more than the regular.
So how much more is that worth?
I want to say it was like an extra $20, but I'm not. I'd have to go back and double check eBay.
It's literally all it is just it was bundled with a GameCube system. It's not a rare one.
I got Majora's Mask case holder.
Where are your expensive games?
Oh wait, so you actually want to see a real Majora's Mask?
What? I guess. Sure.
How about this?
Yeah,
There's a Majora's Mask.
yeah, you got one copy.
Yeah, we see blackness. Yeah,
Yes,
with video game, I don't know. I honestly still think that you guys should have just like abandoned Video Game Wizard 1 and went to Video Game Wizard 2. That would have been so much better. The St. Petersburg area has more people that are into gaming. You're by the beach where like sure there's a lot of people, but I don't think that there's
I
not
had a
many.
bunch of repeat customers there.
Yeah, but you guys had no fucking games. So it was like you had the occasional guy that
Yeah,
was
I
looking
know.
to get like a few games, but didn't have the inventory. I even had one of my one friend that was like, "Yo, dude, let's try to help this Aaron guy because he saw one of your videos and felt bad." And he literally looked at Aaron and was like, "This dude doesn't see the problem." And he was just like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I have a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Dude, that game is the bomb, okay? Operation Genesis is like the best.
Here's some newer releases.
Stock market must have crashed. Yeah, the stock market must have crashed. Isn't it like the highest it's been for like the longest time?
Check in 7. Oh, hold on. I got a game that I don't like. Pokemon Red.
Yeah. So, Aaron, why don't you do battery repair at your store?
Actually, I could do battery repair. I got the tools to take the games apart.
Yeah, it charged $10.
And I have, actually, wait, I don't think these are the right ones, but I have some of the batteries. Oh, here's my Wii U bundle. I'm selling this black Wii U with these 2 games. Smash and Mario World.
For how much?
I don't know. You think I can get 100 for that lot?
Yeah, probably. Actually, isn't that bad.
Yeah, because I know Smash. I passed on a Wii U for $100 on my way back from the trip in Ocala, and the Wii U came with 6 games, and 5 of them were good Mario ones. I was thinking about it, but
Dude, the
there
Wii U
was
is actually like one of my favorite systems. I think the Wii U is fucking amazing, but they just dropped the ball on it. Like,
That's
also,
why-
you can screw it and then have the controller be your D-pad so you can play all the Pokemon, like, was it Platinum, Diamond, and all those? You can play them on the Wii U. Like, there's a lot of like potential with it for homebrew, but the games that are currently on it's kind of crap. Actually, you could probably hack it to where you can play all the GameCube games on it too, but you already have a Wii for that. How much for all the N64 games and encounters? Yeah, Aaron, dude. Okay, let me ask you this, right? You run a game store, right?
yeah.
So should I have more games with me currently? Because I'm not even at my like main house. Or should you?
Well, I mean,
Like value-wise games.
maybe. I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're a high-end collector and you have like a few $1,000 or a multi-$1,000 collection, then obviously you're gonna have more stuff than me.
Let me just show you the stuff that I have. Like, so have you been buying GameCube games? That's really loud. Off of GameStop.
What?
Have you been getting GameCube games after off of GameStop?
Sometimes I've been trying. Smash Brothers was on sale, and they had a buy 2 get 1 free, so I ordered a couple of those.
Yeah, like, dude, I went and got was it 2 Mario Sunshines from GameStop, and both discs were resurfaced. Both discs discarded. I contacted them. They said they're going to send me replacement copies. 5 months later, 4 phone calls. They still did not send me replacement copies. I called again. They're like, "Oh, you got to send them back first." I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of thought that, but all the other representatives didn't say that." They're like, "Yeah, here's an RNA label right here. Just print this up and send them." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Could have happened." I get back 2 discs later in the mail. Different discs. Both of them are still fucked.
Well,
Like, I would never get GameCube games off of GameStop. They're complete trash now.
what about getting Switch games
As long as it doesn't have a disc, it should be fine.
like Mario Maker 2?
What is it? You saw me. I bought like, what was it? I bought like $3,000 off of GameStop for their like retro games back when they were like dirt cheap. What was it? I think I bought like 47 Pokemon crystals because they're at $15 each. Now they're like $50.
They had red and blue as low as like $6 or $7.99 at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, after the buy 2 get 1 free. But yeah, this is what I got right now. I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, Smash Brothers Ultimate on the Switch, Mario Maker 2 on the Switch, and of course, this glorious baby, the Switch.
What the hell is that? I couldn't even see what it was. Well, so what do you think of the new Switch? The Switch Lite. Let's actually give some advice.
Wait, what'd you say about the Switch?
What do you think about the Switch Lite?
You mean like the battery life?
No, just the entire thing. What do you think of it?
I mean, it is a really good console. I enjoy playing it.
Do you see any issues with it so far?
I haven't experienced any issues. I mean, the battery life needs to be a little longer, but I hear they're working out the kinks on that, and they're making an upgraded Switch Pro model where the battery is supposed to last up to 9 hours instead of 6.
What do you think is going to be the most issue with Lite?
Maybe the Joy-Cons. You know, I hope they improve the Joy, because I've been hearing stories where one Joy-Con will sync up and the other one won't.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons are going to be like destroyed within a year. My friend is a heavy Breath of the Wild player. He 100%ed it twice, and his Joy-Cons are screwing up. It's not something you can fix. Like,
wow.
you can't fix that. They've had the GameCube controllers where the Joy-Con gets loose. The Nintendo Switch models, after like a year, you can't switch out your Joy-Cons. And it's probably not even the rubber parts that are going to go bad. It's like the mechanism underneath. So you'd have to desolder that. It's going to be trash. Like, I don't see why they didn't just have it where you can replace it. The only amazing thing about it is that you can sync up other Joy-Cons to the system. So I guess after your system is essentially bricked, you can carry around 2 Joy-Cons. That way you can actually use your system.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. You could just get new Joy-Cons; they'll resync up.
Yeah, you can, but do you really? This is supposed to be a portable console, right? That's not supposed to hook up to a TV. So you're going to be carrying around your system in your pocket, and you're going to be carrying around in your other pocket a Pro controller. Well, not Pro controller, but the little controller for the Joy-Cons. That seems pretty weird. Or you're going to have to carry around 2. All right. So
Well, they did just announce the Switch Lite, and the Switch Lite doesn't have Joy-Cons.
yeah, I know that's what I'm talking about. The Joy-Cons are fused. You're going to have, in order to replace the Switch Lite's Joy-Cons, you're going to have to go off and buy other Joy-Cons and sync it up. The Switch Lite Joy-Cons you can't change out. So once they go bad, you're screwed. It's a really stupid concept. They should have had it to where they could still go off and switch out. Like, let me see here. Like, I'll even put on my webcam for a little bit.
Hold on.
Hell is the Google Hangouts? Like, these aren't made that well. And with the Switch stuff, you can just easily pop them off. You don't even have to press the button. Like, I'm pretty sure the new Switch is not going to be that higher quality, and even if they do like make it decently high quality, it's still going to break within like a year. So I don't have much hope for the Switch Lite. I'm sure it's going to sell like fucking hotcakes. It's being released in December. So Aaron, my question to you is, how many of these games do you have? And I hope you say all.
How many what?
I can already answer that.
What'd you say?
Probably none.
Okay, this is what I've gotten like over the past like month while I've been living here. So I don't actually have all my games with me. So I want to see, because you do yard sales like every single day, right?
I mean, lately I haven't been going out as much as I used to. I try to go on Fridays. I went to a pawn shop on Monday, and they sold me PS3 and 360 games. I got over 50 games for $16. The manager there just said, "Screw it, 30 cents a piece. Take whatever you want off the wall." And
Yeah, they don't sell.
I had a field day.
Yeah, well, Xbox 360 games and PS4 games just don't sell, so they're essentially kind of worthless. In pawn shops, they have like limited space, so if it's not gonna sell.
Well, one of the 30-cent games came from M&M. It's Star Ocean, the second something on PS1, and M&M had it priced at 30, and I got it for 30 cents. And it had a memory card inside the case, so I'm assuming there was some saved data on there for that game.
Show us your Busch Gardens. Show us my Busch Gardens, bro. Like, dude, I worked at Busch Gardens. That's why I have the shirt.
Oh, wow. Oh, God, no, that's the last thing you want to be wearing now, because there's this whole troll story going on about Busch Gardens, and if they know that you worked there, they're going to think back then something happened.
What's the troll story? I'm actually interested about
Oh yeah,
this.
tell him. Tell him.
Well,
Tell him about the girl.
me and Laurel every year would get season pass before the store opened. Like the first year the store opened.
What? Captain G, no, dude.
Everybody seems to think that Laurel was sleeping with one of the Busch Garden employees in one of the bathrooms while we were off and did some inappropriate stuff with one of the employees. And now that they know that you used to work there, they're going to try and put.
Let me ask you this, right? So is Laurel a 10 out of 10?
To me, she's a 20 out of 20.
To you, but no, no employee would do that. No, what I like doing is during Hollow Scream every single year, I'm waiting for it. I've called this out before. sooner or later, someone's gonna die in the alligator pit. I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna be hilarious when it does. Because every year during Hall of Screams, you sit there and you sit by the alligator pit, and you'll watch 10 to 20 guys. Actually, probably not 20 guys, but probably about 10 guys throughout like a weekend who will run into the alligator pit at night, like usually around 11 and 12 o'clock, hit an alligator, and then jump back out.
Can they do that? Are they allowed? Are they allowed into the alligator pit?
Pit. Are they allowed into the alligator pit? Let's think about that statement for a little bit. Aaron, do you think they're allowed into the alligator pit?
You remember Harambe? Rest in peace, Harambe. Rest your soul. But
No, but like seriously, you've been to Busch Gardens, right?
yes,
Have you seen
yes,
the alligator pit?
yes. I've seen all of.
So how tall is the fence for the alligator pit?
I mean, I don't remember off the
About
top.
5 feet.
He doesn't know.
4 feet.
Hey, you have the same little thing I got. This thing, little circular.
Yeah. The alligator pit you can easily just hop over. It's really, really stupidly easy. I'm just waiting for someone to die there. It's gonna happen.
Well,
What?
you know where the cheetahs are, where they got the glass window that you can look out and see the cheetahs running back and forth? Isn't there a way to get in there too?
Well, yeah, there's just a fence, but you'd fall down like 10 feet because they kind of have like a gap. So with
Right.
the alligator pit, you're literally jumping over a 5-foot fence, and you can easily jump back over, and it's still the ground. You jump over the cheetah pit, there's like 10 feet drop from after you jump the last security fence, and then you cannot get out. So there's a pretty massive difference because I saw like so many people do it. Kind of insane. All right, so
I remember we went there for one of the Christmas things. We had the fake snow and they had penguins.
So how many of these games do you have in? Let's see here. Pokemon Coliseum.
I have that.
You have one copy. You got lucky.
Okay.
That's it.
Luigi's Mansion.
I
Nope.
sold that copy.
Pikmin.
Nope.
No, I got
Nope.
Smash.
Smash Bros.
I have
How much are
Melee.
you paying rent?
Nope.
A month at that
Huh?
store. How much are you paying rent a month at that store?
$550 a month now. When I first started, it was $481, but every year, with inflation, they raise it like $10 to $15 a year.
Yeah, that's because they know that you're stuck there. Mario Kart.
Sold that one.
How long ago?
Well, a guy actually came in my store less than 2 months ago, and he sold me one of each good Mario game, in like a trade deal. And I had Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Sunshine.
Metroid Prime
Not that one, no.
or Echoes?
No.
I have the Wii version.
The trilogy?
No,
Oh.
no. I got like 10
The
sealed
garbage
copies.
one.
It's
garbage.
the other M, yeah.
XD.
Wait, hold on.
Nope.
No, Josh, wait.
You have a case,
No.
maybe.
Shh, be quiet. Where'd it go?
It's a case. You don't have.
Oh! Boom.
Okay, show the game.
Open it.
It's an empty case, but
Nice. Okay, Pikmin 2.
no.
Nope.
Pre-order disc. That's actually somehow worth more than the games.
What do you want for that?
Nope.
What do you want for that? Because I know that is worth a crap ton.
Yeah, it's like $70.
I actually just looked. I looked that up because that pops up when I when I was looking up Pokemon Coliseum, and a sealed one of those is over $100.
Yeah, I had the Pokemon box a while ago, but I ended up trading that.
I got that Majora's Mask that you have behind you. I have one of those, and I got a copy of Goldeneye.
Okay. Do you have any Heart Gold Soul Silvers?
Not right now. I don't.
Damn. Oh, I got another Coliseum, right? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh, I see an orange
Pikmin 2.
GameCube controller in the background.
Oh yeah, that's the one I used for Smash Bros. Okay, Pikmin, you don't have.
GameCube controller.
Got this,
Nope.
You don't. Garbage Alley. So mad. No, there's a point to this. Mario Party 5.
Nope.
It's been a while. No. I mean, I ordered a lot of those recently on the sale with the buy two get one free.
Yeah, but the problem is that you don't get the case. The majority of your literal target audience is collectibles. And if you don't get the case with it, then a lot of them aren't going to want it.
Well,
Like
of the 4 or 5 Melees I ordered and the 4 Mansions, 2 Melees came with cases and 2 Luigi's Mansions came with cases. And one of each of them didn't come with a GameCube case. It came with like a generic case, but it had the authentic artwork. So I just went on my wall and I swapped like a crappy Tony Hawk game. So I had the GameCube case.
All right. So, Mario Baseball.
Nope.
No, I don't have it. Although I like that game a lot. I enjoy that one. Mario Golf, I enjoy. Mario Golf, I will beat anybody's butt at Mario Golf. I had it down.
Speed this up. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, he pulled through Nintendo games. I got Mario World, if that's what you're going to show.
Any of those?
Yes. Hold on. Let me put it on you. I have Perfect Dark. I have GoldenEye. I have Majora's Mask. I do not have any Mario Parties or any of the
And that's it.
ones. And I have the Pokemon Red. I got that too.
Neat. All right. So,
But
these are all the main games, right? These are
you
the
have a
games
box
that I
Sega
generally go.
Genesis.
Huh?
You have a box Sega Genesis.
How the fuck do you see that?
No, I said, do you have a box Sega Genesis?
Yeah, I actually do.
Got him.
I was gonna say,
Okay, I don't have it here. I was like wondering, how did you see that? Like I was like,
well, no,
yeah,
I have one.
yeah, I have the Sonic one, the one that has Sonic Numbers.
Oh, and I actually have 2 copies of Mario Maker 2 on the Switch. One is
Why?
because I'm supposed to be working on a trade with somebody for a copy. They want to trade a Wii U and a bunch of Wii U games for a copy. So that could turn out.
Okay. But why did you buy it?
Well, I traded for it because I'm trading the other person for.
No, I got that, but like, are you meeting the person tomorrow? Like, you could just literally meet at like a game store or GameStop, go in, buy it there, and then you don't have the dead copy on you in case he backs out, right?
I mean, that is very true, but I didn't get this from GameStop. I traded another customer for this to get it.
Okay, that kind of makes more sense. I hope you actually got it for like $30. So.
No. I got a good deal.
Okay.
Yay! My Switch is finally charging.
Show us the Yu-Gi-Oh collection too while you're at it. Sure, dude. I can actually probably do that. Do I actually have it? No, I don't. I actually sold some of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection.
Doug Dad just said Alan has a better store than Aaron.
I know, right? That's the kind of the point that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So you got any notes?
Yes, I got. Hold on, I gotta go back on you. I have
Of course, you got Donkey Kong Country 1. This
Donkey Kong Country. I have All Stars. I have Star Fox. I do not have Kirby, and I don't have Yoshi's Island, but I got the other 3.
Okay. Cool. So, okay, Aaron.
So
do you-
about 50%.
So my question is to you, right? If you've gone over what I literally have gotten over the past month, why on earth are you running a game store if you can't keep up your inventory? Because like majority of the people who are coming, they're gonna want a Smash Bros. They're gonna want like 007.
Well, this brings me up to my next question. All those games you just sold me, what do you want for those?
You can't afford them.
You probably can't. Like I go off and I do trades, and also I have other ways, but mainly trades, and also offer up and let go. You find so many fucking like good deals. Like what was it? This right here. I got this for $30. Actually, I got it for like $60. It came with all the stuff that you see in here, plus a GameCube system for $60. Sims,
And
Sunshine, Mario Party 7, Mario Party 6, Mario Party 5, Mario
wow,
Party 4,
you got all Mario. Well, yeah, that
and
was.
Paper Mario.
I was at one of the M&M locations, and they're selling Paper Mario for like $74.99 or something like that.
That's why M&M sucks. They can't. Dude, M&M Games is just like you, except for they actually have other retail aspects. Like they can't even
And their
keep
prices
on
are
the shelf.
higher.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why that they have better inventory than me all the time because their prices are higher. Like I sell,
No.
as soon as I get something, I sell it. I don't
No,
sell.
it's not that. It's the fact that they get more games coming in. Two, they also have multiple locations, so it doesn't matter if one location goes dry. And two, or three, they're just better off. My point is that M&M Games, there's like 5 of them. They have a hard time keeping stuff in stock. I don't see why you're paying $500 when honestly you could literally be going to the wagon wheel. You could sell everything that you're selling right now just as fast as if you were doing it without a game store. There isn't really a plus. The only plus is that you have a location that you can brag about on YouTube. But in all honesty,
it's also to do like the streams, and this is
you can
also
do the streams at your house, can't you?
I mean,
listen to this, right? You remove that $500, right? That $550 you're paying. You could get a better place to live than this, and then you could go off and you could actually do streams there. Wouldn't that be better overall?
I would also lose. I would also lose whatever money the store is bringing in.
What money is the store bringing in that you can't
Exactly.
that you can't get off of just selling at the wagon wheel?
I would have. But what I'm saying is, the wagon wheel alone wouldn't be enough. I'd have to do something else to bring in the money that the store is, because I'm already at the flea market. I'm already making that money. If I lose whatever money comes in the store, I need something to supplement that money.
How much money are you making at the store? Because that's the real question. Because still, from what I see, you don't have any like the top selling games. So what are you selling? Just do people just randomly come up and buy like $30 worth of junk?
Actually, they do sometimes. A guy came in the other day and spent $40 on original and 360 games, and that's what he bought. And it was a buy one get one 50% off sale we're doing right now. So he bought a $10 360 game. The other $10 360 game was ended up being $5, 50%. You know, and that's essentially what's been happening. I've sold when I went to Too Many Games, I was selling everything. I bought a bunch of Pokemon plushies, and I sold all of them but one, and I was selling them for like $7-8 a piece. They were buying everything at that con. They didn't care what it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid people at this con.
And then I had one of the guys came up to me at the con, and he's like, "Oh, are you trading games?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trading games. What you got?" He's like, "I got a copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, you know." And I'm like, "Well, what do you want for it?" He's like, "Well, I really had my eye on the Super Mario All-Stars you got for the Super Nintendo." And I'm like, "Do you want that?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And he traded me a $60 Switch game for a maybe $20 Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, just Mario All-Stars alone, it's like $20 if that. No, but like if you're gonna actually run a store, you need to actually have more than just you're selling crap games for revenue. You need to actually be doing like a card shop, that I said, or also doing battery repair. Like what is it? All the Super Nintendo games you have or people have, they're all dead batteries. And if you start like putting out there like, hey, we'll do battery repair as long as you're not retarded, you should be okay. Like I don't know about doing battery repair on a Chrono Trigger, but like,
yeah,
I
had a guy come in the other day, and he said that his Mario Kart, every couple days, he would lose all his unlocked characters.
Yeah, that's for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, because every battery is dead. Every battery in a Super Nintendo game is literally dead.
Well, he said it would save for a little bit and then stop. I used to have a Link to the Past when I was younger that when I'd pull the game out of the system, it would lose the save and I'd have to redo it again.
Yeah, that's because the battery is dead. The batteries have been dead since like, was it 2007? All the batteries that are like still functioning is because they literally haven't been played for long enough to actually fully kill the battery. They're still dead.
That's what I don't like about the Sega Game Gear.
Acid Drift, you're funny, dude. I dropped $10,000 on our roof recently. You can go to hell.
But yeah, the Sega Game Gears, there's a capacitor inside that just dies. Feel about it. You can have a brand new one. It's still dead.
This guy is so stupid. Some of the batteries still work. So if a battery is past its life expectancy, which was it 8 to 10 years for a Super Nintendo game, and then it still holds a save file, that means that the battery is still technically dead. It just has enough charge to keep the battery running. So if you play that game for about like 4 to 5 hours, the battery's going to die. Imagine that. That's called common sense. Batteries have a lifespan. You can't just buy a pack of AA batteries, sit in a drawer for 20 years, and then they'll work. Anyone who's had like a brand new pack of batteries, like, would know this.
Oh, I know that from the wagon wheel of the dollar stores. I'll buy like this 50 pack of double or AAA batteries for like $1 or $2, thinking I'm getting a killer deal, and the batteries will last like an hour each. So,
yeah, like there's nothing. The fact that the batteries are bad, that's a good thing for Aaron because he can go off and learn how to replace them effectively. A lot of people will pay money for that. If it's like $10 to do it, like what was it? I did that for a while. Like I went off and I'd meet up with people and they had like a bad battery game. And I went off and I'd literally just go off, take my game, take the board out, show them it's a brand new battery, give them my board, and then I take their board and I do the battery repair at home.
yeah, Dick Dad said, Aaron, you can recap Sega Game Gears, you idiot. Yeah, I know you can fix them. I'm just saying you have to.
You have an imaginary wife named Kelly? Sorry, no. I don't have any waifus.
I just got a message. It's do the Daffy.
Oh, yeah. I still laugh at that whole house deal. Everyone called me stupid and an idiot that I didn't know what I was talking about, and then the house still sold for like 3 times its value.
Yeah, it sold for like $168,000.
Yeah, I told you, like literally, when you like said that, I'm like, dude, that house is like a $200,000 house or $150,000 house, and everyone was saying, you don't fucking know what you're talking about, and then lo and behold, it happened. Same way.
Oh, I'm not reading that comment.
Which one is it?
Shane Adams.
Just delete it.
Oh,
read it.
He'll read it.
No. Anyway.
I give him real estate advice.
No shit, I gave real estate advice. He was already under contract, so he's already fucked at that time. It was really sad. There's like literally nothing wrong with your house other than the fact that you guys needed to go to Walmart, actually go to Home Depot, buy 2 buckets of roofing tar, go find the leak, patch the leak, replace the drywall. That's all you guys had to do. That's like literally $50.
My mother didn't want to clean up all the roaches and everything on the floor. That, you know, I told her the entire time, don't sell the house. She told me to go screw myself. She was sad.
Well, that's really sad because my friend was like, they would have bought your house for $10,000 more, and then they would have cleaned out the house because the guy who bought your house was also talking to my friend that was looking to buy houses, and they were trash talking about how you guys had to get like a giant dumpster to throw everything away and how filthy the house was. My friends were like, why are you complaining? They literally sold you a house for like less than half of market value.
Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking on that deal. And somehow everybody's like, oh, well, that's a good deal. And they were telling my mother that, oh, well, we're going to put you in a trailer because once you're in a trailer, then you're not going to have a mess anymore because the trailer is going to be brand new and clean and you get to start over. But they didn't realize the house wasn't the mess. Mama Kay was the mess. So moving her into the trailer didn't do nothing because now the roaches are back. The problem's back. It's a mess.
Oh, no. I've seen it actually worse than your mom's house. There's a dude named Brandon that me and my friends know from high school. And he lived like, what was it? About 8 minutes away from me. That dude, man, I uploaded a video a long time ago. You might have saw it, but it was essentially of my friend removing a dead possum from his house. Like that's next level bad. When a possum goes underneath someone's bed to die. It was it was pretty bad. I don't think your house was at that level, dude.
Okay. Wait. Oh, the other guy left. I do have an important update. This was just posted on Facebook 5 hours ago. Toys R Us is coming back with new stores this holiday season.
Cool.
Boom.
What's the point of Toys R Us? Like, I know it's like nostalgia, but like, is there really a point for it? They don't sell anything that's important. All their prices are the same. They don't have sales.
They opened a museum Blockbuster in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, but like, is that your chair bed, Richie Rich? No, but like, there's no point of actually going off and going to Toys R Us. They literally had nothing. Like, I actually did buy, like, when they're liquidating their stock, I bought all their Wind Waker figurines and their Metroid figurines because they're only like, I think they're like $8 a piece. Let me actually look this up.
I was mad because I wanted to buy a bunch of their copies of Mario Odyssey for the Switch, and I wanted to get them like dirt cheap, but
they've been allowed to do that.
they wouldn't drop them under like 50 or 45, and they just shipped them to other stores. The only thing I was able to get was I got a couple comp figures for cheap, and I bought a bunch of the dollar Disney Infinity sets for the Wii U, which I still have some of them.
Metroid figure. See here, I'm actually wanting to know how much that figure is worth. I think it should be like World of Nintendo. That's what it's called. They had like giant 14-inch figures. And they're selling them for like $8 a piece. I'm interested to know how much they're worth now.
Experience a new place to play. Toys R Us. ToysRUs.com. Okay.
No, but there's no point in Toys R Us. They like died for a reason because they couldn't make any profit. Like I don't see what the point is of bringing it back when it's just a piece of crap. Like I know the whole nostalgia thing. I remember like first going into a Toys R Us, seeing like giant N64 games everywhere you go. They had like an entire aisle of it, and yeah, but there's like they don't have anything. The past like Black Friday sales they had at Toys R Us were a joke. Like, do you remember anything good about Toys R Us other than the fact that it was a nostalgia reason, Aaron?
Mainly the only times I went there was Black Friday for the deals.
So there's like, yeah, so there's like no point. Yeah, the amiibo craze. That was like the most retarded shit in the world, dude.
Yeah.
People were stabbed for amiibos. Stabbed and shot, and there was pirates hijacking boats overseas.
No, dude. You see, this was the funny thing. I laughed at people who went off and they go to Toys R Us and they'd wait in line. I literally went to Walmart.com and I just had an auto refresher up. I got like 37 Captain Falcons, like when it first got released. 37 Captain Falcons. Those things like.
What bothered me is I would wait in line at like Best Buy or Target or whatever, and Target, I forget which one was a Target exclusive at the time, but the good one, each Target only got 2 of each. Why would you send only 2 of something to a store where you know there's going to be at least 50 people waiting for that item?
That's because Nintendo was limiting prices because they were scared. They're not making that much money. They're actually negative for a while. The Switch brought it back. Like, honestly, the Nintendo Wii U would have been fine had, they actually marketed it correctly and people didn't think it was just another addition to the Wii. But that's what happens when stupid people don't understand the difference between the Wii and Wii U.
True.
Young fools don't remember Toys R Us bankruptcy in the 90s. This all happened before. Ralph is probably right. We don't remember that, but still, I don't see the reason for it to exist. Everyone buys stuff off of Amazon and stuff. Like sooner or later, people are going to be like done with digital games. Like this is another phase. People are thinking that digital games are the future and everything. They're the future until your system doesn't connect to their online servers. So you can't get them again. Then when you get a physical disc, you have to download an update. So physical discs on PS4 are worthless. If for whatever reason your system gets like bricked or something, or you format your system, you have to download an update. And if the servers go down in like 5-6 years, you won't be able to download that update. So you won't be able to play the games anymore.
Wow.
Like I don't like digital games.
What the hell? Hold on a second.
What?
So I'm reading more into this Toys R Us thing, and it says Toys R Us announces first new stores, but you might not recognize them. Toys R Us is coming back from the dead, but you might not recognize it. The new stores won't have aisles and aisles of toys stacked high. They will be smaller with toys on display for kids to play with and spaces for toy demonstrations and events. Brand partners will have dedicated spaces within the store. The toy retailer said on Thursday it is teaming up with the next generation retail and tech company Beta to reinvent itself, and it plans to open 2 stores this fall as part of its rebirth. So there'll be 2 stores in New York, which is why, guys, when I was in New York, there was actually a sign up for Toys R Us for a store, and I didn't realize why it was there. I'm like, did they forget to take that down? What's going on? Well, apparently this has been in the works for a while now, and they've officially announced it. So the first 2 stores are going to be in New York, and then they'll branch out from there. So
yeah, I'm sure they I'm sure there will be a workaround. Like, there's a workaround for everything. But the problem is that it probably be a workaround for people who actually know what they're doing, not the average day person who just decides that they're going to go off and want to play their games. That's the big flaw. Like, what was it? Xbox 360 games. I think you can still connect to Xbox 360. They haven't discontinued that yet. But I remember so many times of all my digital games. Of course, I was using hacked gamer tags at the time. But I'd go off and have like 5 games, and if I had to format my system or I upgrade my system, those games I can never get back again. Alan, talk about the Breath of the Wild story. Oh yeah, some guy tried to screw me over, and it didn't really turn out well for him. Once I called him up, and I was recording the entire time. It's pretty hilarious.
was that the scammer get scammed video?
Yeah, that was the one where I looked up all of his documents. I went through all of his property taxes and stuff along those lines. I was like, so your dad gave you a house, so why are you trying to scam me for a $40 game, bro?
Josh,
What?
get this.
What?
One of the new Toys R Us stores is opening up in a mall we've been to in Houston. Remember that Galleria Mall in Houston? Josh, I hate you first off, because we were finally doing good for once. And second, the Galleria Mall we went to in Houston, one of the Toys R Us stores is going to go there.
Nice, dude.
Sparkles, what's up?
I think it's an alien.
That's not an alien.
Aliens are invading us.
Okay, we're not supposed to be raiding Area 51 until the end of October or some crap. No.
September, dude. September.
Why? September, whatever. Why?
That'll be a Naruto runner, dude. So, Aaron, what's your stamina? Can you run for more than 5 minutes? Gotta put you on the front line.
I don't want to get shot. I'm not going. I'm not.
Dude, honestly
2.9 million people.
Dude, honestly speaking, I don't think they would open fire. I don't see them. I know how crazy it sounds for them to not defend a military base, but I can't see them during an election year really going off and slaughtering even 100,000 people over that. You'd have the UN condemning it. We won't even do that at our border. We'll use tear gas and we'll do everything along those lines. And those are illegal immigrants that we have no idea where they're coming from. Against American citizens for a military base, I think they'd use tear gas. They'd use literally anything possible. But if it got out of hand, they'd simply just lock every door, and there'd be no way to get in. So everyone would be inside the base.
Well, apparently one of their alien test subjects has gotten out and onto my stream.
Yeah, dude, I'm not leading the charge, dude. I'll sit back and watch. That'd be hilarious to watch.
Well, somebody's supposed to be streaming it live.
Dude, I'm sure they will. I'm legitimately sure there's going to be probably 1,000 to 2,000 people that show up. And once they show up at the location they pick, the military is just going to literally be no, the military is going to be there and tell them that you have to leave now, even if they're not within the boundaries. So, it won't be that amazing, but I think it'd still be funny to see everything.
Fun home.
By the way, Josh, are you still spending money on scratch-offs?
Not lately, no. I haven't bought one out.
How much money do you think you dumped into scratch-offs? I know you won $5,000 or $10,000.
He's probably won a total of $10,000 in his life over the tickets, but he's probably spent $30,000 on them.
So if you had $30,000 cash right now, what would you do with it?
Well, I didn't spend $30,000.
I will say this: I was trying to get one ticket from each state on my last trip, and
you spent more lottery than me this whole month.
And
I don't wanna
because
hear it.
I won $100 in Delaware off a $5 ticket, I actually ended the trip up like $40. So
Yeah, why do you? But what's the point of like using scratch offs? You're like almost guaranteed to lose in the long run. So
Well,
shouldn't you just cut your losses now and just like start saving your money?
that's what I would think Josh would do, is not buy tickets anymore. But see, the problem is when Josh won that 5,000 on that one ticket, it ruined him. It made him a drug addict. It made him a lottery addict. Because now
No, it didn't.
Josh thinks he can go to the store, buy a random ticket, and win a huge amount of money. And that's not how it works.
Video gamer.
Well, not for you.
76.
No, it's not how
What
it
would I
works.
do with $30,000? Well, the same what I've been doing with $30,000.
Make a documentary on the Kosharskis.
What?
That's what I would do.
No, you wouldn't. There'd be no point. Wouldn't get any views.
I have a feeling that if I marketed, if I had better,
No.
if I had a camera crew come in here, the Kosharskis could be a TV show. If Honey Boo Boo was a TV show, the Kosharskis can be a TV show. I've seen some pretty garbage shows.
You
So
couldn't even
Yeah,
afford it
anything on
anymore.
True TV is garbage. But like, there's
I
no
can make
point.
TV.
You two would have to be like fighting with your
True
mom.
TV's not
Which I guess.
garbage.
True
Have you
TV
not seen the Kosharskis? That's all we do is fight.
I don't know. I don't see a point of it. There's really nothing. There's really nothing to show. It's like you guys do your thing every single week, and then it's back to square one. You have to literally fake like a dude coming in like every week to sell you a giant collection or some shit, like they did with that
Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars and that weird Nintendo guy who went
That
off.
TDS Punk was on one of the pawn shows.
Yeah,
It's staged. They rig it to where somebody brings in a really expensive item, and they don't always even sell the item. It's mostly staged. I could call a bunch of people in the gaming world and have
oh,
them.
dude, do you want to know about the Pokemon stock market? Sure, dude, I can explain it to you. I want you to look up the price of a Pokemon Emerald right now, and then look at how much it sold at the very beginning. And if that's not like better than a lot of the stock market margins, then let me know. So what does like a stock on average over the course of like 10 years go up by? Like what is it, like 5% a year? So how much money back in like 2005 when Pokemon Emerald came out, and now it's 2019? What's the percentage of that? $39 to what is it, like $1,000 now?
Yeah, see, that's the one thing. I wished I had bought a bunch of the old Pokemon sealed. That's why I bought all the Wii games and was trying to hoard the Wii games up. But I probably should have grabbed. I should have grabbed more DS games because DS phased out right when I started doing the Wii games. Was the end of the DS's life, so I couldn't get Heart Gold and Soul Silver Shield anymore with the Pokewalkers because those were already gone.
Dude, those Walmart editions are selling like super high.
Yeah.
Money on games than stocks. Yeah, because you can. Games are more consistent if you actually know what you're doing. Same thing with like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. Like with stock markets, it's literally for stock markets. One, you need to know everything about the company. You pretty much need to have insider trading, and you need to go through like, all their records. Like that's like stupid hard.
This comment's kind of funny. Shane Adams says that Sparkles is talking more sense than Alan.
Yeah, I know. Just doing shit.
It's funny.
Do I even know Sparkles, or is he just?
Sparkles is new to the Karkiverse.
That's all he does is talk like an alien?
No,
actually,
he's a real person, and usually him and Josh hit it off really well. If you get what I mean. But
you and Dylan hit it off really well, Aaron.
Okay.
You want to start talking about
I
Dylan?
don't know why he
You're not gonna
joined.
get rich off of Pokemon, dude. It's just something like you can do like with your spare money. Like the way when I constantly say stock market, it's just supposed to mean that it goes up in price. You're not gonna get paid dividends. Like if you look into stock market trading, the amount of information you have to actually look into for each stock to know whether it's viable is an insane amount. You're not gonna do that. If you don't do that, then you're not going to make any profit because
I have about $1,000 worth of stock right now because what I now.
Did you buy it or do you have it in a mutual fund? Because
No, I have it's the smaller one. I don't know if it's an ETF or what it is. I have a thing called Acorns on my phone, and whenever say I buy gas at the gas station, and the change is 50 cents, Well, it'll put 50 cents into my account. It'll build up, and it built up, and it invests into multiple different things. Like I have. I'd have to look.
You look at a 5-year chart and then divide. That's pretty solid. And then what happens when you go and you look at Blizzard and you're like, Blizzard's a solid company. You buy up all their stock and they release a Diablo Immortal and their stock crashes by $5. And then you're just looking at yourself like, shit, I couldn't predict that. Like if you shorted the Blizzard stock before Diablo Immortal came out, you'd make like so much money.
Okay. So yeah, of my money, I have 29%
No, you don't have to
invested
into a
into Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway.
How much is 29%?
I'm not sure because the way I have it set up is I have a moderate portfolio. I'm not like very aggressive. I'm trying to like split everything evenly and just because if you put too many eggs in one basket, then what if the company a little bit, and the reason they do it that way is that way you don't lose all your money. If you're invested in a bunch.
Somebody asked how much for stocks at that one.
Too much.
Well, stocks of Game Wizard at one point were $6.20 a share. So.
No, they're like pennies.
Never was publicly traded thing, so there's never a stock of it. Anyways, are you still collecting the VHS tapes, or is that something that's like
no?
died?
We threw most of those out and gave them to a local church.
Damn.
Because the Black Diamond industry for Disney movies was not what I thought it was.
No, it was just always worthless. Like they weren't going to sell. Like all that stuff was. There isn't no point in it.
I had the Little Mermaid with the penis on the cover.
That doesn't
Yeah, I
mean
bet you
anything.
did.
No one cares about that. You'd actually
Aaron
have to have
does.
something
Aaron cares
valuable.
about penises. Did
Like,
you know that?
like, look at this. Like, if you compare the PAL, I don't know if this is still relevant, but like, compare the PAL games to like the North American games. There's so much of a price difference. I think like Wind Waker PAL is like $10-15, whereas the North American version is like $30-40. For whatever reason, the North American like collectors are willing to pay like so much higher of a premium. So video games are just one thing that's just like okay.
Well, he's trying to say something.
No, he's just screwing around.
He sounds like that alien dude off of Futurama.
Uh-huh. So Aaron, what's your plan?
Well, my plan is I'm supposed to be getting back within the next few months trademark stuff, and when that comes back, I want to move forward with my plans of world domination and franchising.
Trademark?
Pretty soon there will be a Game Wizard on every street corner.
No,
You know what the point of franchising is?
We will have more locations than the GameStop.
So do you know what the point of franchising is? Like, do you have any? Like, we've been talking about how you don't have any inventory stock and everything.
You know,
Are you?
he never answered that
M&M,
question.
Marenko has 5 locations, and he's never in any of them. Because why? Everybody that owns those locations, they pay him. So
yeah, because he probably explains how to get everything. Do you have a way of getting everything?
Yes, I have a company that I can go through where I can order controllers, accessories, everything you need to start up the store.
So you're saying GameStop.com?
No, not
So you're talking about a third party that's going to be selling you third-party garbage.
Well,
Yes.
here, I'll show you some of the stuff that I get from them.
Oh God.
No.
Aaron, what do you think about when GameStop goes belly up? Dude, when GameStop goes belly up, I'll be very happy. They're such a crappy company.
Won't be good for Aaron. He'll be closing down.
I don't see why he doesn't close down sooner. There hasn't been really that much of a point of him having to.
Exactly. You still never answered your question.
No.
Gosh, if you don't watch it, you won't be able to answer questions.
Don't try me, Aaron.
So,
Don't try me.
look,
Get me started.
this right here is a power cord.
Yes, what every game store has.
From Old School. If you haven't
Nasty as
checked
shit.
them out, Now this powers Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me lock the screen on myself so I can show off all this.
Yeah. So how
Ooh.
much did you pay for that? Okay, that's the real question.
Well, the cheap ones would have costed me $2.80, but at the same time, those would have been worse quality. This one is the heavier weighted one, not the light one.
Your store, right? You have a reseller's license, right?
Yes, and that's why I'm able to get these so cheap.
Mhm.
The TV cords for Super Nintendo, I get $10 a piece for these. Guess what I paid through my distributor? $1.20. So
Ooh.
That's
yeah,
actually not bad.
there you go, exactly. Now this next bad boy, this is a beast because this charges 12 different systems. Game Boy SP, DSi, 3DS XL, new 3DS XL, original DS, DSi XL, 2DS, new 2DS. Granted, some of these, it's kind of dumb because Nintendo just made way too many different versions of the 2DS and the 3DS. So that's how they stretched it out to 12. DS Lite,
James Empty Beer Cans has a question for you, Alan.
3DS, new 3DS, and PSP. Boom. 12 in 1. So don't blame my distributor. Blame Nintendo for making 12 variations of the same system.
Oh, I live in a terrible place. Wizard Games. That's,
Look at these.
I live in a shed.
Oh.
So does Josh.
So you have
so-
AV cables and everything.
So we got AV cables here for both Dreamcast and Saturn. Saturn TV cords are harder to get a hold of, the red, white, and yellows. So I bought a few of those to have them on stock or in stock.
Cable Wizard buy 2
Dude,
get
I'm
30.
still confused on how someone hasn't made a generic component cable for the GameCube.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh, one of the where'd it go? Hold on. Is it here or is it in front of it? Where did I put it? Because this actually is a good item.
Hmm. Okay, Alan's parents still have $1,000 car. Yeah, dude, definitely.
Nah.
What the fuck is? How can you do that for like 45 minutes, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, seriously, like I can get it for like maybe 5-10 minutes, but you're still got on. It's been 40 minutes.
Sparkles is the troll master.
Mm.
Hey Josh.
Oh, we got a Casey Anthony account. It says I am guilty.
Josh.
I
Where's
already knew that.
the HDMI converter?
I games from distributors, but games from GameStop.
I don't know.
Well, here, I'll just explain what it is because I can't for some odd reason find it. So, what it is say you have a Saturn or a Dreamcast you want to hook up to your TV.
Do you have any Pokemon games there?
Any what?
Any Pokemon games?
Yeah, I
Just
got
the
Galaxy
one.
and Red.
That's it? No Diamond, Pearl, any of the DS ones?
Nope.
Not right now, I don't. But anyway, what it does is you plug the red, white, and yellow into the other side, and it's supposed to convert out.
I think his microphone became an anal probe.
Probably. So, anyways, Aaron, like we get it. You get like stuff from distributors. That's nice, and you actually are getting a pretty good deal on some of the stuff. But like, I don't understand why you're still like running a game store without inventory, because you really don't have inventory. You've gone over like pretty much. You have like a ton of game. Or you have a lot of games, but just none of the ones that are actually like higher value. How do you plan on fixing that?
Well, I plan on, like I've been doing, trying to sell the cheaper ones in bulk and towards getting better. Matter of fact, I just picked up a box Genesis, a Nintendo, and an
Yeah.
Atari.
All right,
All
let me rephrase the question. How do you plan on getting it consistently? If you're going for a game store, you need to actually have consistent stuff.
wow.
And
Uh-oh.
what?
Well,
Uh-oh.
one thing I want to do is I want to. What just happened?
I muted him.
His Animal Pro broke.
Okay, one of the things I want to do is I want to get a sign, one of those little decal things for the back of my car that says I buy games with my number. Because I noticed in the past when I've had those on there,
It's like $20.
yeah, random people driving on the road see that and they'll want to sell me stuff or maybe do a better job of checking like offer up, let go. I mean, there's deals to be had.
Yeah, I just showed you that. The fucking you got to get there really quickly though.
Oh yeah,
But the thing is, the problem that I'm having is still that you don't have a consistent way of getting inventory. If you don't have a consistent way of getting inventory, why? Like, what was it? A long time ago when, like, Josh did his yard sale from that old house. He made, like, $1,000 selling crap games.
that's because his store went out of business and he had all of the games from the store at his house. It was essentially going out of business sale. And I wouldn't even consider that a crime. That was essentially, hey, everybody, my store, come to my house.
The problem is, here's the thing. He did it at his house, and he made $1,000 in like 1 weekend.
Exactly.
Why don't you do that from your house?
And I
You don't need a game store. That's my point. There's enough people who do yard selling that believe that video games are the holy grail, and they're worth all the video games in the world are worth tons of money. So they'll buy shit for like $2 to $3 because they think they might get lucky and get a hit. That doesn't. You could just sell that and then get rid of your store, and then you have $500 a month that you're not paying towards that you could actually get like a better house to do live streams and stuff. Like,
That's
Jersey
definitely
girl says she wants to braid your bangs and the cornrows.
what?
Jersey girl says she wants to braid Alan's bangs and the cornrows.
that's pretty weird.
Oh, Josh says, whoop, whoop.
That's not me.
Josh, we already know that's you. Pull over that ass too fat. Whoop,
That
whoop.
doesn't make you an income? Okay, then. You know, Captain G, you're pretty right, dude. I've been saying this stuff like since I first like started going on these live streams a long, long time ago. And it's like,
Why did Captain G put Josh make out with Ellen? And then he put allergic to advice. No point.
yeah, that was because I'm trying to give you advice on stuff, and you're just like, you still don't see the issue. The issue is that you can't run a game store without inventory stock. If you do, you're going to lose money. I don't know how you make $550 a month with what you currently have, because all those games that you showed me there, if you take them to the wagon wheel, won't they sell? Like all your main hitters, they would sell there. The last time I went to the wagon wheel was like 2 years ago, and a guy was trying to sell Pokemon Emerald for $90 and Fire Red for like $7.
That guy's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude.
He's
I went over
ridiculous.
there. I looked at his dude. I just looked at him like, you know what retro games are? And he was like, yeah, I'm selling them like stupidly. I'm like, so why are you selling counterfeit Pokemon games at literally 2 times the real authentic one's value? He just looked at me and was like, though they're real. I'm like, I just looked at him like, dude, who are you fooling?
Charles says give your mom the link.
Oh, wait. Is she in the chat?
No, but Charles says to give it to her for some reason.
Who?
Charles Smith? Chucky Smith?
Wait a second. Michael Jackson's estate is in here, and he says Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that claims I'm the one. But I effed her son while she was begging for my love.
That's Enos, because he posted that in the Karkiverse chat.
So if you give Alan a ranch, is that an Allen ranch?
Yes, yes, it actually is. Sadly, that's actually how it works. I have no control over it
That was a good one.
because I actually need I just need a wrench now. I can put on a new blade for my circular.
Aaron,
What?
don't do that.
Don't do what?
Whatever you were going to do.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I was going to give Mama Karen the link, but okay.
Why? is there any point in having her on your live stream? She doesn't do anything other than just get assaulted and get made fun of.
That is
Oh
true.
shit! Now he's typing in alien talk.
Captain G says, "Well, this stream is now forcing me to
That's
drink."
pretty creepy.
Oh, here we go. Jersey Girl says, "Hey, Alan, you're kind of hot. Throw us a kiss."
So Aaron, why do you keep reading all the comments? Like, why?
Well, because we got to read
How much
some.
money do you make off of YouTube? Because I don't. You make maybe like $80. Like, wouldn't you want to? I don't know, like do gameplay commentary or something? Like,
Oh,
Well,
about
doing
the
this for a
sparkle
long
one.
time.
I'm gonna be doing some more Mario Maker stuff and getting more into that.
Are you actually good at Mario Maker? Are you better than Mewtwo King or something? Because unless you're actually good at the game, no one's gonna care.
Well, I'm not like the best, but I am good. I've beaten just about every Mario game that's been invented.
Yeah, the only problem is Mario Maker. I've never played Mario Maker, but I'm pretty sure it's all user customized maps, right?
Yes.
So you'd have to literally be watched. Like you have to clear those and you have to edit it nicely. You can make it, but I don't see that being like really good.
Well, back to what you were saying. I can make decent money. Like just last month, I got over $400 from YouTube, but it's all dependent on streams. You know, it's a bunch of.
All right. You made $400 off of YouTube in 1 month. Let's see these view count. Unless you're running ads, I do. Actually, I don't even have ad blocker on, so you're not wearing it. You're getting like 700 views a video. How are you making $1,000 or $400?
Well, a lot of it was from.
Okay.
I had a stream a while back where have you ever heard of LA Beast? He's got 2.3 million subs, and he eats like cactuses and ghost peppers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, basically retarded shit, right?
There was a stream where I ate 4 Reaper peppers on stream, and they donated I went from the
Okay, so
Yeah.
that wasn't $400 off of YouTube. That was $400 you got donated for doing a stupid challenge.
right. But I'm saying,
Okay, that's a completely different.
no, only 200 of that came from there. What I'm saying is, if I could do like one of those a week, one something like that a week, which is what it was turning into, and I was getting when he rated my channel that night,
Okay,
I went
so
from 50
what you're
watchers to
saying is
100 watchers.
you have to go and get one raid from a dude who has 2.1 million views a week in order to do that. That's not going to work. Anyone could literally do that. If I had a raid of someone with like 100 to 200,000 subscribers and they sent a shit ton of people, it wouldn't matter what I'd be doing. I'd still be getting donations if I did
Right,
some
but
stupid
even
stuff.
without him, I was averaging $250 to $300 a month. I had a higher up month because of that, but I just like people will donate $2 and I'll sing "Be True to Yourself" live on stream.
I haven't seen progress. Like when I left here, he was at 6,800 subscribers. Now he's at 7,100. And
Exactly.
And his stream chat still bashes him 24/7.
I'm up about 300 subscribers from the last time you've seen me.
Yeah, but also my channel went from like 300 or like it was at like 7K to like 20K, and now it's at like almost 25K. I haven't done shit with my channel since I last did my video. I did like a few League of Legends videos.
Well, then maybe you need to raid my channel then.
No, I don't have consistent viewers because I don't make consistent content.
Oh no, there's a new troll account, guys.
And ban it. Like that's the problem with your stream. You let anything go, and it's okay if you want to do that, but like you're never gonna grow that much because all the people who come in here are just gonna immediately start bashing you.
Well, I just recently changed it because we had a bunch of mods. And it was getting out of hand. People were getting modded for no reason. People were, so I took all the mods away because I wanted to see what would happen if I did that.
You know what I want to see, Aaron? I want to see you somehow actually be successful. That would be actually pretty amazing. And I honestly think that if you, I don't know, like you just have to actually get like good inventory stock. We live in Pinellas County. You're living in like literally one of the keyest areas. I had a dude come. What was it from? Shit, I can't actually remember. West Palm Beach, yeah. Had a dude come from West Palm Beach for like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and like a list of games for like $600. because he couldn't find anything here. And because we live in the Tampa area, you can easily get stuff. Especially, you can go like the game like, don't they have like game trading things? I keep seeing them on Facebook like every single month. Aaron?
Yeah, I go to a lot of those game trade events. There was some in Oldsmar that they do that one big one up in like Largo, Clearwater area that I go to. I used to go to Seminole Con all the time at the Seminole SBC campus. And there's a lot of different things I've gone to. And then, like I said, this year I went to a con in Orlando, a con in Miami, a con in Pennsylvania, and then in October I'm going to a con in Texas.
Okay, did you go to a Guardian Con?
No, I also didn't go to MetroCon because MetroCon, I think the setup fee was like hundreds of dollars. It wasn't like $200 or $300. It was something high.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. I don't even know how you like make money off of that. Like, honestly speaking, how much money did you make from the last con you went to after minusing everything off, like gas expenses?
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to rewind and say before expenses, I probably made about $4,000 in sales from the con. But like you said, you got to minus everything out. I probably obviously didn't make that much. I know when I got back home and when I walked in my house, there was $3,000 and change still in my bank account.
That's pretty solid.
Why is everyone pressing 1?
Oh, well, somebody said press 1 to kick Alan, and now they're all like saying 1. I don't.
Like, if you make $3,000 off of going to a con, that's fine. But the problem that I see is I don't know how you make $3,000 because do you actually have any inventory? Like, if you went to a con right now, what would you be able to sell to make $3,000?
Well, I have to recoup a lot of the inventory. They took a lot. Matter of fact, there was other vendors that the setup day before the con started that were trying to fight over my good stuff. One guy tried to give me I had about $700 worth of stuff that this guy had in his stack of what I was going to sell it for at the con, my prices. And he was trying to give me like $350 for it, and I didn't want to do that. I'm like, that's way too low. And I got him to go all the way up to like, it was either $480 or $500. I forget how much he had gone up to. But there was another vendor that was watching the deal, and he saw all the good stuff in the stack, and he was just waiting for the deal to break through so he could jump in. And he jumped in, and the highest offer the other guy had, I think, was actually $480. But when the new vendor asked me how much was the guy's offer, I told him his offer was $550.
Oh,
Slightly
yeah.
higher. So then,
go on.
What?
Well, this was just a nostalgia thing that I just remembered. Do you still have that Mario Party 3 not for resale?
I do not.
Dude, how much did you sell it for?
That went to a long time ago, and I want to say I got like 100 PS3 games for it or something like that. I forget what the deal was.
Yeah, because I literally picked it up like a yard sale that day. And then I went to and then you bought it for $120.
Whoa.
Well, anyway, I told the other guy, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I'll give you $600," and it was $700 worth of stuff.
Yeah, so you might want to make that guy again.
Echo. And it was $700. Now, hear yourself.
Yeah, so you might want to make that guy again.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, Josh.
I'll make my Magic. Also, like, fixing up shit.
Okay, so he did.
So why do you unmute him?
What?
Why do you unmute him?
I didn't unmute him.
Then how do you unmute him?
Here, sorry, Josh. I had to mute both Josh and him. That way, the echo's gone. But
Worst stream ever, new low.
someone.
Me.
You don't have Omega Alpha coming back. He just came back, right?
What?
Maybe
Oh,
Allison just gave up, right? That one dude with like 800K subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't come back on, has he?
Oh, the LA Beast guy.
No,
oh.
the weird guy that had the giant like goatee. He did game reviews.
Oh, you mean Alpha?
Yeah, that's literally what I said.
Yeah. He's been on since then.
Okay.
Matter of fact, what you heard about
He
what happened?
recently did a comeback video.
Yeah, I know he did a comeback video. But Alan, you've heard of Etika, right?
Yeah, that's the dude who committed suicide, right?
Yeah. Well, the day I was at the Nintendo store in New York was the day they found his body in the East River, and there was a bunch of people at the Nintendo store. Like I couldn't, because I used to watch him all the time. I like trying to watch all the people react when the new Smash Brother characters come out, because they all like freak out. And he was one of my favorite people to watch. So to find that information out while I was inside the Nintendo store, and that's where he would frequently go a lot, that was that was kind of weird. But
yeah. Well, I remember watching him a few times. Actually, like when I heard that a YouTuber died, I was like, okay, so one of the 10,000 YouTubers died. Who cares? And then it turned out to be him. I was like, oh shit! I've seen like one or two of his videos ranting about Smash Bros. The guy was actually pretty funny.
yeah, he had over 1 million subs. I don't know what was going on in his personal life, but out of nowhere, he started uploading a bunch of amounts of porn to his YouTube one night just to purposely get it deleted.
Because that was his final draw. He wanted to destroy everything, and so he could basically commit suicide, knowing that there's no way out. That's what they always do.
I mean, well, yeah, but the thing was, he started over again on a new YouTube channel, and he was good for a few months. But then he ended up kicking a cop because he was trying to get arrested or something. And then the cop showed up to his apartment in New York, and they were trying to get him out of his apartment because he had like mental issues at this point. And then he ended up jumping. I don't know who let him out of their sight long enough to make that. And then he posted a video like right before it happened, telling everybody goodbye. He's like, bye, I'm leaving, I'm done. You know,
Yep.
and
That's just how it usually happens.
he was talking about himself in past tense, like he was already dead.
Like that's kind of like the whole point. I don't know. I saw a few of his videos. It was okay, but I didn't see. It's just whatever. Like
I
don't
actually
really
met
know.
one of his friends in Texas, Alex C&D. He's another YouTuber. He's got a decent following as well.
Anyways,
Hey, Star, I sent you the link if you want to join. Although I'm probably going to end the stream around 11, just so everybody knows. But yeah, so yeah, Star, if you want to join, I emailed you the link through the Hangout email thing.
so Aaron, let's just review. You don't have any hard, concrete way of getting inventory, right?
Well, I have one way,
Which,
and that's to buy two
GameStop?
free at you know where. Yeah.
Okay, how much profit do you make off of that?
It honestly depends on the set. Like recently, they had a buy two get one free where the regular price, and I'm just going to use this as an example. Mario World for the Super Nintendo was $9.99. I'm still an Elite Pro until like September or October until they cut me off because I renewed the last possible day. Well, anyway, I get 20% off. So for me, just to buy a copy of Mario World, if I have store credit, it's $8 flat or whatever. And with the buy two get one free, I can get 3 copies of Mario World essentially for $16. It comes out to be $5 a piece. And even if I only got 15 a piece, I know West charges 20 to 25, but if I got 15 a piece on that, that's still about 3 times what I'm paying, and that's if I'm paying cash. If I'm paying credit, you see what I'm saying?
Kind of, but how many people at the wagon wheel go off and buy that? Do they sell really fast there?
I mean, I always run out of Mario World, but what I've been doing lately is when I go to like a trade event or a con, I'll bring like 10 Mario Worlds, 10 All-Stars, and I actually traded a guy at one of the cons he had a box copy of Final Fantasy II, and a box copy of Final Fantasy III, and I traded him stuff I got from GameStop with the buy two get one free, games that would be a lot harder to sell, for 2 complete copies of, like I said, Final Fantasy, one of each, 2 and 3 on Super Nintendo.
Whoa.
So I could trade up. And the vendor counted the All-Stars in Mario World at 20 apiece, which is what he was going to sell them for. So say he was selling Final Fantasy 2 for 100. All I had to do was give him 5 Mario Worlds, and he gave me Final Fantasy 2 complete in box. And that I can sell.
My question is that can you mute the guy again? But why would you go off and buy that? Like, if he values it $100, right? It's not really worth $100.
Well,
Like,
I'm
you're
aware
overvaluing it.
of that, but I'll sell a Final Fantasy 2 in the box faster than I'll sell 5 Mario Worlds.
Whoa.
And I actually think I did sell that copy for $100 even.
Whoa.
That's crazy. I guess there's stupid people at those cons.
Oh yeah, at one of the cons I went to, I made $50 turning around. A guy sold me the not the American Super Nintendo Mini, but the it was like the Australian one, the one that looks cool, the color one.
Yeah.
He sold it to me for, I want to say he sold it for $40 cash, and I turned around. The guy behind me taps me on my shoulder, asks me if it was for sale, and he bought it off me for $90. And I bought it for
Dude,
$40.
I should just go to one of those things and just bring my collection. I'd probably sell like everything there in one day.
If you brought add to too many games, you would make thousands of dollars, because I didn't even bring good inventory, and I still sold about $4,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah, I have like 20 Majora's Mask and like Zelda Ocarina. I guess that's Josh who's unmuting him, right?
So if you have 20 of every game, like, I was gonna say
I'm muted. It's not me.
but I guess I just heard.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, what'd you sell?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was just gonna ask, where are you selling these 20 copies? And then I heard cha-ching. I'm like, oh, well, that's eBay.
No, I don't sell them on eBay. There's no point. There's other stuff I do sell at eBay. You can make like a lot of money off of the state sales. So there's other stuff like pocket knives. This idiot who paid $80 for pocket knives.
Aaron doesn't know how to do that though.
Yeah, because he only has like video games on his mind.
Now wait a second. I went on a wild goose today to Bell's because Josh wanted to buy all these 65-cent pairs of pants. All the pairs are 60. So yeah, I got pants for cheap. But unless you pay 500 pounds, you're not gonna.
Like, I don't know. Like, did you really? Josh can mute him?
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm muted.
Josh, there's something wrong with Josh's end that's making us echo, and then Sparkles. Josh, is that actual Sparkles?
Game Wizards.
I think it is. You can make the character.
Try. Like, I tell you, go for it. They haven't been able to do it yet. And it doesn't really matter to me because the stuff that I sell, you would never be able to find. Like, if you want to go looking through all the pocket knives and all the collectibles I get from estate sales, go for it, dude. I'm sure you'll find me.
Oh, great. Are they not trying to look for you?
Yeah, they always try that shit, and it didn't matter. They haven't found me yet. Because why would I sell stuff on eBay? I literally sold I sold like 4 games, and then the dude tried to scam me. Like, you sell on eBay, you're gonna have someone go off and they'll buy your game, right? And then they'll send you a reproduction copy of the game. I've heard so many fucking stories of that.
Did I tell you what happened?
Baked beans.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them. Wow. Hold on. We have a timeout. We have a timeout because this is something that hasn't happened in literally months. Lost 7 days. Just donated $2. Glad to see you back streaming, Karki. Please sing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain this story first, and then I will do a rendition of Be True to Yourself for Lost 7 Days. Thank you for the donation. So I sold a lot of 120 Game Boy games on it was like either 100 or 120 games. It was like $150 what I sold it for. It was a giant lot to somebody, and they were all Game Boy games. None of them were good. I mean, some of them might have been decent, but there was no like Mario or Zelda or anything. And the guy tells eBay that I sent him 21 games, not the full amount of games, 21 games, and a brand new can of Bush's original style baked beans, fresh from Walmart, right? And in order for eBay to side with him, he had to send pictures. So he opened my bag up, split the game, divided the games up, pulled the 21 shittiest games that were in there, and then put a picture of a ripped bag and the can of beans and the games, and somehow that was enough for eBay to side with him.
Okay, no, stop. Okay, first off, eBay will always side with him regardless. Now, this is why they wouldn't do that to me, because I would ruin their life. Oh, you muted him again. Nice.
He's unmuting himself.
No, he muted you because you were talking and couldn't hear him. Or maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, so they did that and everything. So what was your recourse, Aaron?
I contacted eBay and told them what had happened because I had pictures of the entire lot of games, and I had pictures of me trying to send those games from the post. You could see the pictures that I sent them, and what happened was it was like a month-long process, right? Mm-hmm. Well, in the end, they had sided with him, and they gave him his money back, but only if he sent me my stuff back. So he ended up sending me the stuff back, and I looked at it, and he sent me the beans, which I don't know, that was stupid, but he sent me beans and the 21 games. So then I go and look on his page, his eBay page, and guess what he sells on his eBay page? Lots of video games.
All right, so here's what you do, Aaron, right? If I was here, I would have told you to do this. One, you know what UPS does. You ship with USPS, right?
Yes.
Obviously. Okay. Can you mute that guy again? So don't have to do this while I'm explaining.
Who is that that just came in?
Neat.
No, I'm saying somebody came in. I didn't see what it was that came in, so I just immediately kicked it.
All right, cool. Why don't you kick the other guy? That's kind of another thing. But anyways, so here's what you do, right? You shipped with USPS. USPS automatically goes off and they weigh your package the second you get it, right? So they know how much your package weighs. So when you ship them those games, 21 Game Boy games, right, is not going to weigh the same weight as a beans, okay? And you can just literally take 21 Game Boy games, compare the weight, and then say, okay, I sent him this, USPS confirms this, and now he's claiming otherwise. That's mail fraud. That's a felony. You can literally. Well,
I thought that because I thought he had perfectly weighed it out, and that's why he sent the beans, because the beans would have been about the same weight as 100 Game Boy games.
No, it's not. Like Game Boy games are like extremely thin. He probably just went off, removed like all the games he wanted, and then sent you back a ton of them for a full refund.
Yeah, like, he sent back the garbage ones.
Yeah, so you just do that, and then you'd have him on mail fraud. And then he's literally selling the games that you got from him. Like, you actually file a police report and stuff. That, like, USPS takes mail fraud fucking very seriously. When I did my eBay scam thing, that guy most likely got sent to jail or got like a $5,000 fine. Because not only was he trying to scam me, he was also going off and scamming USPS out of insurance money because he was making a claim saying that the USPS caused damage to it when it was already done. They don't take that shit, like, they don't lightheartedly do that. You do that, you're getting a felony.
Okay, well, I have to do this for the man that donated me the $2, Lost 7 Days official. So he donated $2 for me to sing this song. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna do this once for old time's sake. And sorry to Alan and everybody else that has to put up with this. I'm only doing this just this once for now. Close your ears and eyes, because you will not want to hear any of this. Look all around you, and what do you see? Woo! I see happy times that we're all having. It's time for us to realize. Sing along this song with me. I'll show you how to be a part of who you really are. Come along and follow me. I'll show you how to be, to do yourself all the time. Learn to be true to yourself all the time. All the Send $2. Sing along this song with me. I'll show you how to be a part of who you really are. Come along and follow me. I'll show you how to be, to do yourself all the time. To be true to yourself all the time. All the Thank you, Jose Pena, for joining and saying hi, I think, in Spanish. Okay, one more chorus and we out for the song. Sing along with me. I'll show you how to be a part of who you really are. Come on and follow me. I'll show you how to be, to do yourself all the time. Oh. Okay, thank you. Lost 7 days, a generous donation for me to sing, and there was your song. Dang, I haven't sung that in so long. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled stock market.
Yeah, sure. So, like, I don't know. Like, you could have gone off, explained to filed a police report, did everything. That's what I would have done. Like, and you could have also made an eBay scam video. That's what I love. Like, whenever someone tries to scam me, it's just like, okay, go for it. Like, doesn't really matter. You're gonna get your stuff back. eBay always sides with the buyer 100% of the time. But yeah, I don't know.
Wants to know if there's going to be a drawing tonight. There is not going to be a drawing. At least not for now, anyway. I will plan on doing more of those in the future, but not right now.
Aaron, you still have an eBay, right?
Not technically at the moment.
Oh, did it get banned?
It didn't get banned. It's just the sales were building up, and they wanted their money, and I just let it ride for a couple months. So I can't currently list things, but.
It says you're no longer a registered user.
Yeah. It might not even be up anymore. I don't know. It's been so long. It's literally probably been about a year since.
So what happened to it?
Well, like I said, I owed them like $350 something. It built up. I was trying to pay them like 20 at a time.
Oh, you weren't paying your eBay fees.
Yeah. It built up a little higher than I could have afforded.
Well, that's kind of a problem.
But I mean, one of the main reasons why I wasn't too worried about it is because, like you said, there was people doing scammerish type things, and I didn't feel like putting up with that, and then
Yeah.
eBay siding with them all the time.
That's why I don't sell games on there. You'll just get reproductions, no matter what you do. If you sell Pokemon games on there, you'll get reproductions. Like, I did break the thing. Like, once when Pokemon Go came out, and I was looking at Pokemon Fire Red once that hit $100, I was like, this is not gonna last. I dumped everything. Like I think I only kept like one thing, and then after like what was it, 7-8 months, everything like died back down to the original. So I just bought everything back again.
Yeah, that was like you were in like the best case scenario because you had like 58 of everything.
Yeah, because I just tried to hoard them because of that whole thing that happened with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We had that competition, and then I ended up getting like 24 of them. I was like, let me just keep trying to do this.
Josh at one point had 22 copies of Wind Waker complete on the GameCube.
That sounds about how much I have right now. Like that, I have like a lot of Wind Wakers and
I
stuff.
have
But
like two. I have a disc only one, and then I got a not for resale copy.
like I don't know. If I was you, I'd just sell stuff locally. You don't have to deal with the eBay fees. You don't have to worry about people going off and saying you counterfeit games, which you know is going to happen. Like, it's just inevitable. And I guess you could make an eBay account in Laurel's name and go off and just like, you could pick up like what I like doing, my personal favorite thing, because I haven't done yard selling for like forever. I think the last time I did yard selling, I actually ran into you. Is those graphing calculators, those T84s?
TI-84 one.
Yeah, T84s. You pick them up for like $2 and they sell for like $60 online.
Somebody made a good point just now, Gold Rush. He says, did you ever try video game subscription boxes? There was a guy that used to be on my stream, Justin Payne, and he did old school crate. And for like $35 a month, he would send you like 3 or 4 random games. You know, can you imagine doing that only with like higher up games? Maybe.
Yeah. No, that's retarded. No one would ever pay for it. You'd have so many problems with people claiming that it's not good. Like those subscription box things, they're already like preset. They already are junk. Like College Humor made like a perfect thing, and it's like, this is a great box of complete dog shit. We don't need this anymore, and tosses away.
But there was YouTubers literally buying boxes that said mystery box for thousands of dollars just to
Those
see.
are fake, dude. If you think those are real,
No, I'm saying like they made videos. There's a bunch of they made.
they're fake. Just like the same people who go off and they say, look here, here's all these gift cards. And they point out and they give like gift cards. There's a guy who literally took the time and started going through the dude's videos, called up every single one of the gift card providers and was like, when was this purchased? Or when was this gift card activated or redeemed? And they're like, back in 2015. The gift cards were already used. Those videos are fake. They're not actually doing that. Sure, there's some people that go to the Amazon warehouses, which we actually have one in the Tampa Bay area right now?
Oh my God, yeah. There's a lot of 7-Elevens and gas stations now that have Amazon drop-off areas where you can go pick up yourself.
Yeah, so you can go over there and get stuff like that. But all those ones for thousands of dollars, those are 95% of the time, those are just like, okay, well, let's grab a lot of random shit we can think of and then put it in there. They show an eBay listing, they show a listing, they say, here, I bought it. They go through like a fake checkout, but they don't hit confirm, and then they prepackage it.
Here's what I want to know, because we got Uber Eats and everybody delivering things. When is it going to get to the point where you order something off eBay or Amazon, and a drone delivers it to your house?
Probably not for a while.
Like they just fly the drone to your house directly, and it'll drop it right off at your door.
Amazon's already trying to do that.
They already
eBay
have
will
that, Aaron.
Yeah, they won't do it to that extent because just how much drones cost, and now the whole people talking about how drones are causing problems with the airspace and stuff. They don't want to do that. We also have like 3 airports. That's not going to happen, right?
Oh yeah,
So
the airport security and stuff.
he was rich from Pokemon cards. That was a lie. Like, I don't know, dude. You can make a lot of money doing a lot of things. I wouldn't just look at video games as your number one source because, like, I did that for a while when I was in high school.
Not necessarily.
Cool.
Well, look who it is. It's the alien in human form.
Amazing. So you could make a lot of money off of going to estate sales, looking for video games, but also picking up stuff that you can, actually sells.
Jersey said order something here and I'll deliver it to you.
Who is this gentleman?
How much for a
Of
lock
this
of one of your
stature?
bags? Dude, I'd probably just literally like cut it right now and like give it to you if you're right next to me because I don't give a shit about my hair. It'll grow back eventually.
I like your coif. It's very nice.
Together, this. I don't know. You guys like League of Legends? I can destroy you guys in that shit.
That's quite embarrassing.
What, liking playing League of Legends?
No, that I didn't see that you were here just now. But now I do. What a
Hey.
wonderful day it is.
We're standing here by the abyss, and the world is in flames.
Is you Alan the Yu-Gi-Oh stock market guy? Yeah, I'm the guy who says that collectibles go up and down in value.
And
So,
what does this value have to do with the stock market?
Because if an item rises about like double its value and you were to mass hoard 20 to 40 or 50 of them or even 200 of them, it's essentially the stock market because you're buying a stock and then it's flipping them. You don't get dividends, you don't get percentages, it's nothing along those lines, but it's a common reference that people can associate it with.
In what is the crash? If the crash goes down, and
If the crash goes down, you're pretty. It kind of sucks. Was it? If anyone actually plays Yu-Gi-Oh, they know about Goyo Guardian. When that got banned, people were giving them away for like $2 to $3. There was a guy at Serenity Games, and Aaron, I think you'll appreciate this. The dude had literally 1,000 Goyo Guardians. 1,000. Don't ask me how he got them. I don't know. But we literally counted them out, and he had like 1,053, I think was the exact number. And like 4 years later, it got unbanned, and they were selling for like $20 a pop. And I messaged him, and he was like, I already sold like over half the stack. Like, you can make money if you know how to like predict things well. And that's what the reference of the stock market is. But
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, Alan, this is
So-
Mr. Bits.
I don't know who
First
you are.
time I'm not familiar with you either, but tonight I liked hearing you talk to Aaron.
You're trying to explain to him that he's running a game
I like,
about
yeah,
inventory?
yeah, I like the cut of your jib, my friend.
Well, why, thank you. Maybe Aaron will sooner or later decide that just doing the wagon wheel, doing Craigslist or OfferUp and stuff will be enough to sustain himself.
who is this
And if he-
peculiar gentleman?
Probably.
Yeah, if he gets rid of
I
that
adore
stuff,
his spectacles.
All right, good night.
yeah, that's pretty funny.
He has nice spectacles.
There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. So he obviously wasn't going to stay long. But we're probably only going to be on for another 20 minutes. Who said Clayton says who sent him the link? I didn't give out as many links as I usually do. So
Yeah.
Who is
But, yeah.
the gentleman with the spectacles and the nice dents?
what?
Left so soon.
Oh boy.
Why does he do this? Anyway,
Do what?
Aaron,
Hey, at least he's not an alien. At least he's,
I guess he kept that up for much longer than what I was expecting. I don't know how he could sit there and just make alien noises for like an hour straight.
I don't know. He's relatively new. I don't know who
New
found
here.
him, but
Anyways, Aaron, take my advice. Get rid of the game store. You don't need it. You don't. There's no point of it right now. I don't see. Like, honestly, retro video games are starting to dry up, and you need to like figure out a way to actually consistently make money.
well, here's what we had in mind. We want to have an event space. We want to have tournaments here and like bring people not necessarily to buy video games, but to play video games.
Yeah, you mean that thing that I was saying, like literally 5 years ago? You know how hard this is, right? Let me teach you. Okay. You have a table, right, at your game store. You have a GameCube. You put up a TV, and you can just grab like a CRT. I'm not going to bring it. You can just grab a TV. You set it there. You put $5 in Smash Bros. Melee. Done. I don't know. Like you have to get people to your store consistently to do that. In order to do that, you need to have like card shop. Like, didn't you? Was it the Dugout? Did you ever go to the Dugout?
I think I did.
Yeah, it's in like Pinellas Park or Clearwater.
Yeah, something like that. That sounds familiar. I remember it.
Yeah, the Dugout. They literally was 100% card shop. The dude set up 3 TVs, and he did Halo tournaments and he did Smash Brothers, and he made like, I want to say probably about like $200 a week off of that. All he did was hosting those events, and people will enter tournaments. Like they don't care.
Is that the precise number?
No, it was an estimate.
An estimate or a guesstimate?
An estimate.
Okay.
Estimate is kind of a guess.
Well, you're a good guest as well.
Dude, double jump in. I don't know, dude. Like, Aaron has more than enough space to do that, dude. What do you mean? All you literally need is a table and like 5 chairs. I've seen people do it out of their basements. Like the speedrunning community did it out of their basements. He has more than enough room. If he literally dedicates like Friday Smash nights and he puts up a TV and you have 2 tables where people are waiting and tables who are actually doing the tournament, you easily can do it. He doesn't need
And a horse
space.
carriage.
Speaking of the speedrunning community, I often watch Carl Sagan 42 and Grand Pooh Bear. And Grand Pooh Bear's levels have been getting deleted by Nintendo off of Mario Maker 2, and he's like their main supporter champion. That's all he does is support their Mario Maker, and he plays that all day, every day. And they deleted one of his levels, and I guess they're claiming because it was titled Pile of Poo, but that's his thing. His name's Grand Pooh Bear, so he titles names based on his name. But I guess somehow it went against Nintendo's guidelines, and there was like a big thing in the news about it.
Cool. That's neat. You need to figure out a way to make money and consistently. Do you have 10K in your savings account?
I have 1K.
So you've been living essentially paycheck to paycheck for the past like 3 years.
Well, I just started this whole Acorns thing about a year ago, so I'm hoping to build that up to like somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000, within the next couple of years.
And Acorns is just that investing app where she just
Right. Well,
change things.
right, but I can pull the money out whenever I feel like. Like if I go on my phone right now, I can dump the money right back in my bank account.
I guess. But what?
I have a
Doesn't go right
sparkle
back.
in my eye for you. Says
Okay,
somebody.
it takes like 2 or 3 business days, but it's like clockwork is in there because I've done it twice now, and I knew exactly what day it was going to be in there because obviously they got to sell the stocks. But
That's neat and everything, but still, you're not. What I personally think is that you can do literally everything you're doing from your store without your store. And if you take that $550 and you actually have the discipline, right, to take that $550 and put it away in your savings account, you could literally have like a brand new car and probably like a year and a half, or not a brand new car, but like a nice car. Because what kind of car do you have right now?
a 2002 Ford Expedition. It's the
Yeah.
best
So
car.
how long is it?
I've had it for 4 years, and it's still kicking. I haven't had any serious issues yet, but
Yeah.
fingers crossed because it does have 195,000 miles on it. So
Yeah.
You could have
so-
a brand new carriage, horse carriage.
Yeah, you could have a brand new horse carriage, dude. But the thing is that if you like have the discipline to not waste your money, and you start saving up, and you get rid of the store, that's what I would personally do because I don't see a point of the store. You don't have the inventory stock. You could literally do everything that you're doing from home.
What
Unless you're- Go on.
what if somebody offered me 10 grand for the store and all the stuff in it?
what do you have in it that's worth 10 grand? No, if someone like you talk about franchising and stuff. Franchising doesn't make any sense. You don't have the inventory. You don't have anything that's actually beneficial to the franchisee. And I'm pretty sure you have to be given some guidelines when opening up a franchise.
They get the name. They get the Grand Wizard name.
The Grand Wizard,
The Game Wizard name.
Okay. For a second there, I thought it was Game Wizard, not Grand Wizard, because they're about to have like some KKK references.
No. I meant Game Wizard, but
yeah, that's pretty bad.
But they've called me that before.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know, dude. Like, just go off, and if someone wants to buy the Game Wizard from you and everything in the store, because you don't even have much in there. You have basically like a ton of filler shit. You could probably get all that stuff back within like a year of garage sales.
Well, there's at least 4,000 games in here, at least.
Okay, 4,000 good games or 4,000 games that are going to take forever to sell.
Well, so there's like maybe a few hundred good games and 35 to 3,700 games that are going to take a while to sell, but it's all about numbers.
I don't know. Like, I look at it as you have a lot of bulk stock, and that stock is never going to sell. It'll maybe sell randomly, but it's not worth holding on to. And what you're doing is you're paying $550 a month for a giant storage unit that has no place, and you've spent 4 years of your life essentially not gaining anything out of it.
Well, that's essentially eventually why I end up getting rid of it, because I had all that money in collection stuff, Paul says 35 good games, rest are trash, not worth $7K.
I don't know. If you get rid of it and you still do your thing, you should still be able to stay afloat because you're obviously doing it without paying $550 a month. And if you're able to stay afloat and you're not spending as much money, you'll make a profit. And as long as you don't waste your money on fucking scratch-off tickets or stupid shit like that, you should be able to go off, and maybe when you get more stock or you figure out a way to actually get new games sent to your place, like, I don't know, like even M&M Games, they run a much better store than you. You got to admit that. They don't have that good of inventory. I've gone to M&M Games, and their inventory is bleak. And it's like, cool, you guys got literally jack shit. Why wouldn't I just order it off of Amazon or go to GameStop or something online?
Well, I mean, they're managing to make a profit with the little stuff they have somehow.
That's because not only do they do so much stuff. They not only fix games up, I think they also do battery repair. They sell all the little like knickknacks and stuff. They have all the pop collectibles, the brand new ones, not the ones that you're buying from Walmart and trying to sell on your wall.
I have a Comic-Con exclusive Cuphead pop.
That's fine. They get that Cuphead pop for like $10 or for like $2. You're paying retail price and trying to resell it at a higher price. That's where you're falling. Like a lot of the stuff you're doing, you're literally paying retail, and they're not paying retail. That's the problem that you have.
Well, where would they, like you said, they get the Cuphead? Where do they get it for $2? Because from what I heard, to order the pops directly from the company, it's like $7 or $8 a pop, which is get it, a pop. But yeah, for ones that you're going to sell for $10 to $12, you're only making like $2 to $4 a piece at that point.
They don't
$7 a pop.
Yeah, they don't get them for $7 a pop. They get them for probably.
How do you get
cocaine? You get Coca-Cola.
You get them
cocaine.
Oh, yeah, cocaine and Coca-Cola. We got it. Okay.
Yeah, you'd probably get them for like $5. Like, what is it? Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. The dude was getting them for $32 per box, and the boxes were selling for $80 a box. And then if he sold the packs individually, it was $110, I believe, if I'm factoring that out right, because it was like $4.50 a pack or something along those lines.
I would order 2 boxes, one to sell as a full box and one to sell the packs individually.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is whenever you're buying something from a distributor, they're not going to charge you like $7 and you're going to make a $4 profit because you're also paying shipping and everything along those lines. And then you have to pay taxes on top of that. So they're most likely buying them at a $4 price range or a $5 price range, if not lower. Like, look at those AV cables you had. You're getting them for $1.20. They're retailing for 10. You're getting them for like, what is it, 12%?
Yeah, 12%.
Yeah. So there's no way that it's $7 and they're making $4 profit.
You
That's
could
the reason why
trade.
they're.
Sorry,
on.
you could trade that for a book of matches and a mason jar.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, at this point, I would probably make more money off the store with a book of matches and a gasoline jar. Because a lot of people keep telling me, oh, we'll just put insurance on the store and then burn it down.
Can you even do that?
Not legally.
No, I'm not talking about burning it down. I'm talking about, isn't the store under, I guess you could because you still have inventory stock in here. But I was just thinking, like, you don't even own the residence, so I think the insurance would be a little difficult.
Your words, not mine.
I just said it to be funny, you know.
Yeah, until it actually does happen. Still can't believe someone actually kicked in your door and stole all your shit. That's actually kind of funny.
At the time it was, and I lost like $5,000. And you want to know what's funny about it? So I had a wall back here that had a bunch of Super Nintendo and 64 stuff. They grabbed all the loose cards, but at the very bottom row, I had all the complete in box 64 games. They left those.
Yeah.
They left that. And then they stole anything from letters D to like J or K in GameCube. They took the cases off the wall, but at the time I had no case, so they just got empty cases.
That's good. Well, still, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't see the point of having your store. I think you should just basically go off and do like a going out business sale. Get rid of everything. Take your money that you're making, sell everything on OfferUp, Let Go, and all the other shit, and then do yard sales. Do what Josh did. He made like $700, $800. Get like a better place, and then start putting money in your savings account, because sooner or later, dude, realistically, you're gonna get fucked over. When I say you're gonna get fucked over, your car's gonna break down. You're not gonna be able to get to the Game Wizard store, and you're not gonna be able to go to any common events. Without the store, you can still go to those events that supposedly made you $3,000, right?
Well, that's the whole reason why I have the Acorns account. I could build that up to a few thousand. That way, if something happens, I either fix the car or buy another one. That's like, say, that's my safety net right now.
But if you get rid of the store, dude, your Acorns account is $1,000. You get that in 1 month. You see? Or not 1 month, in 2 months. You're not paying $550. You're taking that money and you're keeping in your pocket. So that means you have $1,100 to work with. That's $1,100 you can put away as long as you're disciplined, right? In the course of like a year, you'd have that $6,000. In course of like a year and a half, you'll have like $9,000. $9,000 to throw around, that's a lot more money than what you have. And let's just say you did this for like a year, right? You got rid of the store for a year. You got $9,000. You can always get another store. There's nothing that stops you, right?
Exactly.
Like, your store isn't really that amazing. You don't have a good location. Your location is quite shit, by the way. Like, you're located in a decent area.
I thought I was by the beach. I thought I was getting good people, but the parking is crap.
Yeah, the parking is absolute dog crap. Like when I first went to your store like 7 years ago, I was like, why is there a retro game store? Like, but that's just my opinion. If I was running the Game Wizard, it'd either be turned into a card shop along with a video game store. But even then, you don't have a good location. So it doesn't even help that. But you have more than enough room. And he's now doing the alien shit.
A disc jockey mates with a.
Safety net has a huge hole. I like that shit.
It is.
Adam.
It's
I like
true.
that.
It's true.
Adam's
We
foot.
got George Costanza and Tim Robbins.
Ooh,
Hey, I'm defending my bedroom, okay? I don't have a dresser, and I'm working currently on this house.
First
So-
Five says that a Roth IRA has the best return on investment at the moment.
And he's absolutely right, except for the fact that you can't cash out a Roth IRA until you're 65. So you can't do that without massive penalties, which you should know that because your fucking mom cashed out her Social Security check 2 years before it was up, right? 2 years?
Yeah, she was like real close to getting. I don't know why. My mother found a way to blow every possible dollar that was ever handed to her
Is
away.
she on like disability now or something?
Yeah.
That's at least good. At least she's being taken care of. Because after her, like, supposedly your dad like worked really hard for that house, and then because my friends looked all into your house and everything, and then they realized that your dad worked really hard into paying off your house, and then everything went to hell after he died.
Well,
And then
well, he paid it. His goal before he died was to pay the house off. He did that, but he was hoping that we would get to use it and live there and not have any bills. We wouldn't have hardly any bills because it was a paid off house. And then my mother went cuckoo and she's like, "Oh, well, I'm getting rid of the house just because there's a few roaches on the ground." She
there
didn't.
was a few roaches. There was a lot of trash. You got honestly, Aaron, I have to like kind of I don't agree with your mom, but you guys should have been the one to take initiative. Like, what is it? From my experience, my mom had this like massive rental company like completely screw her over. I went in there and I paid to replace like all the drywall damage and everything along those lines. Same thing with the roof. I had to pay 10 grand for that. Everything like there's a lot of stuff you gotta do, but it's like simple stuff. Like, for instance, you could go off and like you could have like actually I think you had terrazzo, right? Your flooring was terrazzo, right?
I think we had tile.
I think it was terrazzo, bro. I don't think that was tile. It was that white. Terrazzo is like kind of like a white concrete that you don't have to clean. You just have to clean it one time. Like it was like really nice. You could have, in my opinion, what you should have done is you should have just rented out a room, and your mom would never have to pay any bills, because the property taxes in Lealman, which I believe she was in, was it Lealman or Kenneth City?
I think the Lealman. I don't think we're in Kansas City over there, but
All right. But yeah, you could have done that easily, but you guys didn't take the initiative to fix the house, and you just jumped in the bandwagon. Nice dude. I love A40s. What is it? I know I have another pair. When these go bad, I have a backup.
wow.
No joke. I saw those on OfferUp for like $45 in Tampa. I drove there immediately and got them.
Hey, Sparkles, the guy that was just in here that bounced, he put, "I love the decor of the financial advisor." And then First Five says he owns 4 pairs.
Yeah. Like right now I'm working on a house. We recently painted the walls and everything along those lines. I have to fix up the tile. I have to do more tile, more granite work, get the shower done. Once that happens, then I'm probably going to go off and start renting out the house. But that's just my opinion. And one of those guys did say that I'm going to become a real estate agent, which is actually probably going to happen. So that's something neat. But anyways, Aaron, hopefully you figure out what you're going to do. Your current setup right now doesn't seem good. It seems like you're just, again, what you've been doing for the past like 4 years is essentially being paycheck to paycheck. You don't have a savings account other than $1,000. You need to actually like start getting like consistent revenue, putting the revenue aside. That way you can actually afford to buy a house sooner or later, dude.
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, right now we are paying rent at where we're at, but
How much are you paying rent, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
it's $700 a month. But
You know how much a mortgage is?
a little bit more than that.
No, it's about $700 a month.
Well, because what I was gonna say is the amount of land that we have, we might as well be on a house property. Is what I'm saying. We're not like crammed into a small area. I have a front yard. I have a backyard. You know.
Well, do you have enough? My next question is, do you have enough money or not? Oh, you're renting a house, right?
Well, we're renting a decent sized trailer, but it's not like a rundown one. It was one that was like rebuilt from the ground up. So it's like a newer ish one. Like they went and put all new stuff in. I'd have to show you pictures.
All right. So how big is this trailer?
It's decent size. It's got like an upstairs and a downstairs, but not like 2 stories. So don't think there's two. It's like there's like 4 or 5 steps. You know.
All right. I was just gonna say, if you can figure out a way to like rent out a house for like $900 a month, you could keep all the stuff that you don't want to get rid of. You could sell a lot of it and start doing yard sales. Well, I don't know. Laurel's trustworthy. You can have literally Laurel sell all the junk games at your house. You'll probably make maybe, I don't know, $100 to $200 a day. Not a day, probably a weekend.
Where are you getting a mortgage for $700? You can't even rent a bedroom in LA for $700. A room.
Okay, first off, you literally just used the highest priced area for a mortgage. You're joking, right? Or a studio. In LA, it's like $1,400 to like $2,100. LA is the worst possible example. Like, come on. Like you don't use LA as an example for Florida. You can literally live under a bridge for free. No, you can go and you can find places for like $900 for a house. Then they can do yard sales and everything. And then they can also have storage for all their games. Get rid of the fucking Game Wizard store. I've been saying this for literally years. I only jumped on here. It's like, why not actually jump into the stream?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I've done a store stream. Actually, I used to do them every Thursday, sometimes Tuesday and Thursday. But I went to New York, Pennsylvania. We saw a bunch of different states. Matter of fact, I found out that there's a Busch Gardens in Virginia.
Yes.
Well, I don't think you can't use the tickets back in, like, if you have a season pass down here, you have to pay like an upgrade fee over there.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Why? It's the same company.
Because they're only expecting you to use the tickets there. I had an employee pass, so I'm able to go there and everything. So that's not a problem. But it's just still how it goes. Anyways, Tampa Bay one's far better. We have Montu and all the good stuff.
Yeah,
everyone's like, it's okay.
I like where we live because we're 2 hours from everything. Like if you want to go to Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Busch, they're like all within like 2 hours of Pinellas County. So it's awesome. We can go literally do anything. They even got that medieval times. I don't know if you've ever been there. I don't know if I've actually been inside there.
Renaissance Fair.
What?
It's called the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, well, whatever. They do the jousting thing and you eat like cavemen and but
yeah, well, that's what I would personally do. I don't think you're going to take my advice. If you do, you'd be better off in the long run because you'd actually have about $6,000-7,000 in a year. And if you decide to open up your game store again, I'm sure you can find another location. Your location right now sucks. Like, it's a bad location. The floors are dirty. All the Yelp reviews were a joke about it, and you have no inventory. You should just go.
My recent reviews went up a little bit, but
I haven't looked at them like since the
I'm
last time.
trying to fix it. I am definitely open to a new location or maybe a second location. I mean, I'm open to all sorts of things.
Yeah, here's a grand idea. Right?
Anybody that has money and they maybe want to invest in the franchise opportunity.
No one in this stream other than myself probably has enough money, and no one in this stream other than myself probably lives in Florida, right?
Well, I mean, you do have a lot of good inventory that if you had a video game store, you'd be.
Yeah, you're right. I probably could run a video game store. Here's the problem, though. Why wouldn't I just make my own?
Well, because of the name. It is the name Game Wizard.
Okay, I just could do Gamer Nation, or I could do MetaMath Sales or something. I don't know. There'd be no reason for me to open up a store under your name when I could easily do the paperwork myself to have my own company.
Stock market games.
Again, still, there's no enticing reason to do that. So what I'm saying is you should actually literally consider this. Close up your store for probably about like a year, have enough savings, and then if you want to open up your store again, you have $5,000 in the bank. $5,000 after you after you reopen your store, you should have $6,000. After you reopen your store and you get everything, you'd have $5,000, and you shouldn't touch that until something goes wrong. Like, I don't feel comfortable with having like $20,000, but how old are you, Aaron?
32 now. I'm getting
What
old.
What is your plan?
Well, that's the reason why I started up Acorns, because I don't want to be like 50, 60 years old. And then we're having this conversation as old men while I'm still sitting in the same chair 40, 30 years from now, you know.
But
So
Acorns isn't gonna.
I want to start building up savings.
Okay, but not donating, but putting your change is not going to do that. People who do like Roth IRA investments, they generally put about like, I want to say 10% of their income, and they're probably making about $3,200 a month. So they're putting in $320 into their, actually that's probably a little high, maybe 5%. But you're not doing that.
Well, the thing with Acorns is it doesn't have to be changed. If I have 500 in the bank that I'm not doing anything with, I could just say, here's 500 and dump it in. Oh my God. Is that live? Crap. Anyway, but yeah, like I can dump 500 at a time.
You know what? Pork Ninja, you're absolutely right.
Pook Ninja.
Pook Ninja. I thought I saw pork. You're right, dude. I do not spend money on clothes because I don't give a shit. Like, I've seen people spend out $200 on a pair of pants. They're absolutely stupid. Like, that's absolutely crazy. His plan is to franchise this. There's no franchise possibility, dude. Like,
and Retro Fan, there's actually a giant lizard in here as well. So,
well, there's nothing wrong with a giant lizard. As long as it's not a giant cockroach, you're fine.
well, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I have the giant lizards in here, because the
You
bathroom.
get like 100 of giant cockroaches.
Well, I just looked behind me and I saw something crawling around. That's why I looked in the back.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how willing are you to actually close Game Wizard 1 and not reopen?
1 being low and 10 being high.
Yeah.
0.
I will say between a 2. I'll say a 2. I won't say no, because I do think this is a bad location, and I would potentially at some point close this location and get a better location. But that's not going to be like a year-long thing. It'll be I close this, find a new location, jump in there, and then start up.
You understand. Okay, here's the problem, though, Aaron. You understand that you don't have the inventory to run a store, right? Can you at least admit that?
But I'm saying if I was to, like you said, shut down for a few months, build up money, and then buy a bunch of really, really good stuff for like maybe 3 to 6 months.
Not even that, dude. If you shut down your store for a year, okay, I in my personal opinion, you would still sell out your stock. Like when we went to the Wagon Wheel flea market, you would sell out your stock. It didn't matter whether or not you had a game store or not. So in my opinion, you're going to be in the same way regardless of whether you have the store or not. But in your case scenario, what you believe is that you won't sell as much of your stock, right? If you don't have a store, correct?
Well, because right now I'm selling at both the store and the flea market.
Yes,
so I
yes.
will at least use whatever money the store is bringing in.
Okay, so if you were to cut out your store and you were to wait a year and you were to bank that money and be disciplined with it, right? Disciplined. You would have so much more stock for when you opened up your store again in a year with $6,000. You wouldn't need to spend any of that $6,000 in order to get a new store. You just have your store, you'd pay your rent, and you'd have already the stock. That's according to your logic.
I would still have to pay the new store's rent and the first last security deposit and all that.
Yeah, so you would have to pay your rent, like I said, but you wouldn't have to pay any more money towards your games. And in my personal opinion, that is flawed logic because you'd already have sold all your high-end games. All your games are actually worth money at the Wagon Wheel flea market regardless.
Right. So even if say I bought a Smash Melee on the GameCube, I wouldn't hold on to that for a year.
Exactly.
Market.
You'd sell it. But that's the argument that you're making. The argument you're making is that
still have nothing at the end of the year.
no, you would have money.
Might have money, but I wouldn't have the good games, the inventory, which is the whole reason why you're saying to close the store, because there's no inventory.
No. The reason why I'm saying close the store is because you're financially not you're not doing well with the store. You're okay. My logic is that you're going to be selling the same amount. You're going to be selling all the high-end games, regardless of whether you have the store or not. That's my logic. Your logic says that if you get rid of the store, you're not going to sell out as many of your games as possible. I disagree with that logic because it doesn't make sense. All your high-end games will sell regardless.
Right.
Your junk games might not sell as fast, but you should be
Right.
more
They
focused
sell
on
more junk games here than at the market.
how often do you sell junk games?
Okay, who is this guy?
Filthy George.
Hello? Okay, I just immediately ejected him because, well, I waited to see what was going to happen first. Well, I got to check my messages because somebody probably messaged me. It's probably something important. No. Okay, anyway.
That's just my opinion, dude. You get rid of the store, you wouldn't need the store anymore. You'd make money, and you'd actually have a savings account. Your Acorn strategy is flawed because how long have you been doing Acorns?
I've been doing it for about a year.
For
And
years.
then-
You have $1,000 saved.
Well, I would have had almost $2,000 in there. I pulled 1,000 out. Hold on. Okay, this is gonna keep happening now. I think we're gonna have to end soon. Anyway, no, I pulled $700 out for the last con I went to, for money for on the way up, and then I put 5 back in. But had I have not pulled the 7 out, and then the other 3 I pulled out a few months ago, I would have had another 1,000. So I could have potentially had $2,000 in just 1 year.
Okay, here's some real financial advice, right? Okay, you know the stock market right now is at the all-time high, right?
I mean, when did that happen?
It's been happening since the Dow Jones. They said the Dow Jones couldn't pass like 2,500 or 20,000. Now is at 2,500. There was something that they're saying like it was impossible. Currently, like it's at an all-time high. If you want to actually make money with the stock market, sooner or later, like it's going to crash. That's the time when you dump all your money into it because once it crashes, it will rebuild over the next 5 to 10 years. You'll generally quadruple your money. But that's just my opinion. I don't see your Acorn strategy working. That's actually very risky because if the stock market does crash, then you're kind of screwed.
But you said it was at an all-time high.
Yes, it's at an all-time high, which means that sooner or later it's going to crash. That's how it works. It's not gonna forever keep going high. Right now it's been going up and down, but it's at an all-time high currently. You're sooner or later going to crash. A recession will sooner or later hit. Like there's always going to be a recession. Whether the stock market completely crashes or not, that's going to happen. Possibly, maybe not. But a recession will sooner or later happen. You realize that, right?
Will all stocks drop at the same time?
When a recession hits, generally.
Well, because like the whole point of Acorns is I don't have all of my stocks into one company. There's a bunch
Yes, I know. But if a recession hits, generally the entire stock market goes down. That's just generally how it goes. So your money would be like that. The entire point of the stock market is that if all your money goes down, if you hold on to it and you don't cash it out, it will regrow eventually. But the people who made a lot of money in stock market waits for it to crash, immediately buys up lots of safe securities, and then when it regrows over the course of 10 years, they've doubled or quadrupled their money.
So are you saying I should sell when it's really high, wait for it to crash down, and then buy low, and then double up my money?
That would be the logical thing. The only problem is, when do you know when it's going to crash?
You don't.
When do you know when it's going to be at the highest point possible? People said that Bitcoin was only going to go up to $7,000. It went up to $20,000. You don't know when it's the highest.
Go back in time to 1929 when they had the Black Friday or whatever it was called, and then it crashes.
The stock market
stops,
Yeah. So
You don't
I'm
know.
waiting for the housing market to crash, dude. That shit needs to happen soon. I want to buy like a really nice house.
You know, it would have been a good time for you to buy a house, although you probably were like a baby. In 2008, well, when there was the big housing market crash.
Yeah. 2007.
Well, 7, whatever. Bush was president still, I think, at that time, right before Obama came in, and everything was dropped. You could buy an acre of land.
You know why?
What?
Do you know why that happened?
I don't remember. I know it was like the economy was bad, and there was a lot of different.
No.
What was the reason?
It was because Fannie Mae started giving out loans to people who had no actual way of actually being able to pay off those loans.
He was like giving me a loan for a house.
Yeah, so they would look at Game Wizard 2 and they'd say, we'll give you a loan for that building, even though you have no real way of actually being able to pay that money back. And then sooner or later go into foreclosure. And then basically the market would be filled with foreclosures, and then the entire market drops. There's a lot. It was just a lot of bad thing. It was because the government got involved with loans.
And there was too many houses for sale and not enough people buying them, so they had to lower the price to get people to buy them.
Essentially, and there's a lot of other shit. But it was just really, really bad. But anyways, Aaron, I would personally, if I was you, close up, save up about a year's worth of the rent that you'd pay. Like literally, take the $550, put it into a savings account. You do that for a year, then you can reopen Game Wizard 2, and then you have a account that has at least $5,000, and you have that in case something goes bad. Because if you don't do that and you keep running the way you are, you're gonna get screwed over. It's just an eventuality. Sooner or later, you're gonna have maybe a medical issue. My friend,
I already have one. Did you, the week before I went to the convention, Kel Mitchell from All That, the guy from Good Burger, was at an event in Tampa, and I went to it because I wanted to meet him. And I drank out of a water fountain. I don't know what happened, but I came down with viral pneumonia and the flu at the same time. I had to go to the emergency room and have them like IV me because I was like throwing up and crap, and I thought I might have been dying. I didn't know what it was. It was really bad, and yeah. So I had to spend a day in the emergency room.
I'm sure that cost about $1,000.
I mean, it definitely wasn't cheap, but
yeah. Well, life is bad, Alan. No, dude, life isn't bad. Nothing. Him closing his store doesn't hurt him. He can do literally everything he does without his store. That's the point I'm making. He can make the same amount of money and then take that money and pocket away. And then when he reopens Game Wizard, right, at the new location with better than ever games, you can actually look towards like actually running a card shop / game store with video games or whatever, Mario Maker, whatever you want to do.
Somebody just made a comment. He said, moral of the story, do not take it. Financial advice from a millennial. Wait, are you a millennial?
Morals. I am indeed a millennial.
What's the cutoff for that? Because I thought it was from 2000 on, but they're trying to say like 97 to 98-ish is the cutoff to where you can still count as a millennial. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. I was born in 87, but I consider myself a 90s kid.
Get that for me for the shirt. I say you buy. Dude, if I was to buy into Game Wizard and manage it, I'd probably be able to run it. Like, not bad. I know how to get games. It's not really that hard. The problem is that 1, I don't want to do that. 2, I don't have time to do that. 3, there isn't really a point for me to do that because honestly, if I were to go to a wagon wheel flea market and sell stuff, I would be fine. I'd be able to sell all my stuff within like probably 2 weeks. And I have a lot of stupid games. Like if Aaron saw my Super Nintendo collection, he'd probably shit bricks. I asked my mom for games.
Coming soon.
Damn right, dude. I do ask my mom for video games. Like my mommy buys me everything.
But yeah, so you could be our new franchisee. Game Wizard 2 reopens. You and Josh can rekindle or whatever, and yeah, everything will be great.
But why would I be a franchisee? There's no point. I would do the wagon wheel flea market over anything.
I'd have to figure something out to offer. Maybe get like one of those you know how Trump bought his wife from like Russia? Maybe get some like hot Russia girls to come over, and you get a Russian girl with every store you open or something like that.
Yeah, I get a Russian girl with every STD that's imaginable. So that sounds like a very fair offer.
Just throw in like a Russian bot. Oh, somebody's first five because he's in the business stuff.
Okay, first five. No, I do not have 100K. I was up to 60, and then I had to help my mom because helping my mom was more important than me getting my first house, which I was very sad about. But yeah.
Somebody says that 1981 to 1996 are millennials. How is that possible?
Yeah, he's right, because anything over 1997 is considered Generation X. And that's why there was the whole Area 51 thing before. Millennials and Gen Xers voting to sacrifice themselves. Guys, I love that fucking meme. That was the best meme ever.
Well, wait, no, that can't be right. 'Cause that would make me a millennial, and I was born in the.
So you're a millennial. You can just Google search it. You're literally right in front of it. Why are you typing on your phone? Why don't you just use your computer?
Because I got all this stuff in my way. I put all these like products in front of myself. Okay, hold on. File. New window.
Actually, I can, Jason. It's really not that hard. You see, you get a bucket of tar, and you find out where it's leaking when it's raining, and then you go up in your attic. You figure out the exact location, then you go to that location on the roof, and then you patch it. You don't know how many times I've had to do that. Like, it's really not that hard. Roofers were charging my mom like $600 to do a patch that took me an hour to do and literally $20.
What? Okay, well, it's saying exactly what. That doesn't make sense, though.
It doesn't make sense, though. Logically, it makes sense.
Well, because millennial, I would think 2000 and up, but it says the Research Center has announced this week that they would be applying the term millennial only to those people born between 81 and 96.
No. I am the man of roofs, Pokemon cards. It's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Roofs, tile, and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There you go. Alan, how do you have 60K? Okay, first off, one, I don't live with my mom. Two, how do I have 60K? That's because, I'm actually trying to get a house, and I have an incentive to get a house, so no shit I'm going to have money. And three, if you watched any of my videos, like, I literally buy thousands of dollars worth of games. I don't know why you would not think that I have that. Okay, $60,000 is not a lot of money. If you think that's a lot of money, then, like, I'm sorry, but it's not. If you have a well-paying job, like, think of it this way, right? If you lived with your mom during high school and you worked, you should be at minimum wage, or you should probably be making about $20,000 a year. If you're to not spend all that money and you actually live with your parents, you'd easily have 60K in 3 years. Like, you're acting like $60,000 is a lot of money. $60,000 is a lot of money to someone who's working a minimum wage job and is paying high rent. Then yes, you're right. It is a lot of money. If you actually are doing things on the side and also putting in money, then 60K is not that much. A house costs around like $100,000 right now. No, I'm not rich, dude. I'm okay. I'm feeling bad. Am I wrong? Is it $18,000 for minimum wage? Let me do a calculator. Dollars times 40.
Yay! My Switch has a full charge.
4 times that by 12. Yeah, dude. $10 an hour is $19,000, or is 19,200. So $19,000 and $200. So that's pretty much minimum wage. You do have taxes and everything. So that's realistically probably about like 1,600 to 1,700. But still, you're saving money. That's kind of the point. $10 an hour is not minimum wage. $10 an hour is how much it costs. Everyone here is hiring. There's a lot of places that are actually paying like $14. Like, what was it? My friend is working at this place that pays $14. So he works full time in high school. Three kids that I was actually not 3 kids. Dixie Hollins had this. What was it? It's not JRCT because that's the stupid military pretend thing.
Yeah, Josh was in that when he went to my.
That was so stupid. When you walked across a kid who had like 50 medals, and you just look at him like, "Congratulations, you can do a push-up." That's very nice. But they also had another one for people that if I think it's after 5th period, they could leave and go to work, and they would work like 8 hours, and they do that consistently every day. Okay, well, in my area, right? Like we're basing this where I live, okay? Because the houses in Florida are around $100,000. Okay, the houses in like Tennessee are like $40,000 to $50,000. So that's kind of the difference.
Okay. DX just put $7.75 as minimum wage in PA.
Yeah, but every state has different minimum wage. In Florida, dude, you can't find a job that pays like that. Every place, like the McDonald's probably up the street pays $10.25, dude. The minimum wage in Florida isn't $10.25, but you're gonna have McDonald's paying it because they can't get anyone for less than
that. Okay, well, it's 11:30. I went an extra 30 minutes for everybody. I'll probably go back to doing regular length ones that end properly at midnight. But I am going to send this into the after stream because I'm going to have to get home. But I did have a lot of fun tonight. It's great to be back to streaming. Definitely, Alan kept the show alive because I don't think we could have done it with the alien. But anything else you want to say?
Extraterrestrial. That was a good one. That caught me off guard. Okay, I'll give you.
Oh, Dave's here at the end. Any last minute words, Dave or Alan?
Yes. Go learn how to do renovations, Alan. Woo!
I already did. I'm literally doing that right now.
Okay, good for you. Because get better. I saw your fucking bathroom renovation disaster.
Yeah, dude, that was a disaster. Did you actually understand what was the problem?
Yes, I did. And
what was the problem?
What you did was you tried to rip off walls. You did successfully rip off old ceramic tiles. Then you got down to the old fucking mesh wiring plaster.
That's not plaster, dude. That's stucco, and it's not supposed to be stucco. It's supposed to be concrete board. What you're using.
Yes, I know, but I'm sorry. I'm trying to say it in my best English possible. When you get that fucking wire mesh in there, that's just like a nightmare to demolish.
Yeah, so I didn't demolish it. That was the thing.
Okay, hold on. I will see you guys. I will see everybody later. We're gonna do an after stream.
Just talk it out, guys.
For more Video Game Wizard. Woo!
Woo! Glad to see you back.